Somewhere, campaign volunteers nervously refreshing numbers every 15 seconds. We're coming to you live from the Jasper Civic Center with complete election coverage from James Phillips.
And thank you for that introduction there. And we are live from the Jasper Civic Center. And now you can see me. There we go. I'll be looking at you all night tonight, or you guys will be looking at me. And we cannot wait to get some results coming in. Tonight's the night, Daisy. I'm joined by Daisy Phillips. A lot of people have not seen her with me on the radio or on my show or anything. Daisy's my middle child. She's an 18-year-old that is just finished her freshman year at Alabama, and she's kind of politically minded like her dad sometimes. So nobody say anything too bad about her on the chat out there. Right now we're at the Jasper Civic Center. There's a few people who have kind of strolled in. Not a lot yet. There's a couple parties going on at the rooms next door to us. I know I saw Jason Akins and Trent McCluskey both have some food and festivities going on here in the building, and then also I think there's a couple of restaurants downtown too. So a lot going on with the election and people celebrating and waiting on the results to come in. The polls have closed now, and Daisy, you voted for the first time today, right? I did. So how excited were you to be able to vote?
I was really excited. I was glad to do my part, and it's really a great privilege to vote, and I was glad to be a part of that.
And you got to vote with your dad and your mom, and we all got our little stickers and took our picture. And
I don't think I could have done it by myself.
You don't think so?
No.
I think you could have handled it.
Maybe.
And then we posted the picture like everybody else has today to the WJLX Facebook page, and we've got a good response there. I think I saw like 50 or so people had posted their voted picture. I'm not going to ask you who you voted for. We don't want to get into any of that territory tonight with anybody. I do think we've already got Billy Swindle has commented, "Let the festivities begin," and so that's what we're doing. Billy, thank you for tuning in. Anybody that's listening or watching tonight, please keep the comments coming. I would really like to make this fairly entertaining and not completely serious. It's a serious thing, but hey, we can have fun with it for sure. And your comments and your thoughts really help with that. Try to keep it fairly clean and don't be too ugly out there. I know how politics can be, especially in Walker County, but we'll make it through the night, and sun's going to rise in the morning, and everything's going to be great no matter who wins. How about that? We're going to have joining us here pretty soon, we're going to have Senator Matt Woods. I wanted to talk to him for a second, and going to get him early in the process. Tammy Holderfield said, "Let's go." Caitlin Parker, she's pulling for Jason Akins for sheriff, she said. And then Steve Kelly says, "Hey, James and Daisy." So, hey, Steve, thanks for always following along with us. TJ Armstrong, oh my goodness, please turn the camera so it's only Daisy. Who's the old guy? The old guy is James Phillips. He's had a rough few years.
I think we should turn the camera.
And hey, if anybody out there has been, when you've gone to vote today, please let us know how many people were there for the turnout. I'd like to know when you voted, and you can say, "Hey, I voted at 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the Empire Place, and there were 230 people who had showed up." So just anything like that, I would appreciate that. We got somebody watching from the Philippines. Jason Ray, thanks, man. Grew up in Walker County, watching from the Philippines. That's incredible. Glad we could broadcast so you can see election results tonight. Just cannot wait to get some things rolling in. It'll take a little while. Rebecca Cooper just asked, how soon will results come in? I would say in my years of covering elections in Walker County, 7:30 would be the earliest that we're going to have some numbers come in. And for people who don't know, the way this works, we're at the Jasper Civic Center. Poll workers are here. They're on the stage. People from each polling site will be bringing their boxes to the side door, bringing those in, and they get ran through the machines, and everything's counted, everything's signed off, make sure it's legit, And then as they get several, they will start to release that stuff. So they will let us know once they have several in. I would say once they get 4, 5, 6 boxes in, that'll probably be our first results. We'll try to keep up with which boxes come in. Typically, as they do it, they will let people leave, and they'll make an announcement from the stage saying, okay, Union Chapel may leave now. We've counted your votes. And so as soon as we hear those things, we'll tell you who has come in. And then also, as we get down later in the night, it is typically where you see one box is out there, and one box will be out there forever. Heard one story that a couple years ago, the poll worker who was in charge of the box decided before bringing their box in that they were going to go eat dinner in Jasper, and had to get a phone call saying, hey, you know, the whole deal is that you hustle over here. So hope nobody's going to have that going on. Let's see what else we got. We got somebody that voted at, let's go through the vote totals that we've got coming in, because I see a few. Here we go. I voted in Boldo. This is Tammy Holderfield. I voted in Boldo at 315, and I was number 320. I think that's a good number for Boldo, I would think. You guys probably know kind of the typical turnout in those places. Billy Swindle at 730, he was voter number 3 at the community center in Manchester. And I can tell you, Jonathan Timmons, he's out of town, and he left early this morning, but he was number 4 when he voted this morning at 7 a.m. And then we've got Erica Newton. She was number 61 at 9 o'clock this morning in Curry. That's a big turnout with only 2 hours going there. I was number 271, Caitlin Parker, 271 at Union Chapel. Heather Hood voted at 956. She didn't say what number she was. Mark Nuss. Farmstead had 1,000 at 4:30 this afternoon. I think that's more than what Jasper had at 4:30 this afternoon. That's a great turnout in Farmstead. Tiffany Connor voted at Parrish at 3-ish. She was number 340. That's a good number for Parrish. Candace Matthews, she said she voted around 6:15 at Jasper Mall. They had 1,200 people. That's about the same time that I was there, too. I was there about 5:30, and I think it was at 1,100. So a lot of folks coming in after work. Voted at Farmstead Baptist. I was number 650. We've already seen more than that coming in. Let's see who else we got. Justin Allen, he went to Piney Woods at 5:30. They had 334. Robert Swindle, not sure what number. He voted at Curry at 6. Jennifer Thompson voted at 4. She was 103 at Manchester. Chase Harold, I won't be he's talking about wrestling. I'm not going to even dignify that with a comment when you talk about somebody like that. And then Brian Harville said he was number 142 at Edgell Grove about 4:30, and Jason Hall voted at Cordova City Hall at 3-ish. So good numbers around town. I think we're going to see during the special election we had last year, I think overall turnout was only like 9.8%. So I feel pretty confident that we're going to get more than that. With new voters like Daisy, do you think with you and your friends, like you've got a lot of friends who are voting for the first time this go around because you guys turned 18, did you have friends telling you, yeah, we're going to go vote? Did they seem to care about it, the local friends that you have?
A few.
You smile like, no, they don't.
Yeah, most don't.
Yeah.
Care.
Well, what made you want to, though? Just because you lived in a house that grew up saying, hey, we need to go vote?
Yeah, that's probably why.
That's a good reason to. That shows mom and dad did something right. Nicole Goodenough, well, one of my favorite people in the world. I voted a little after 7 a.m. at Cordova City Hall this morning. No idea what number. If you voted a little after 7, you were probably about number 12 at Cordova.
Hey, James Phillips.
Yo, we've got Jonathan Timmons. Hey, man. What's going on?
Hey, man, we got Senator Matt Woods. He's ready to go.
Is he ready to go? Well, we can't hold up Senator Matt Woods. Matt, are you there?
I'm here, James. How are y'all this evening?
There we go. We're doing good. I know you've got a lot going on today, but thanks for joining us here as we start with our election coverage. How was it when you went and voted?
Well, it was good. I voted at Meadowsmith Library, and it was pretty full. Every table had someone sitting there, and the streets were lined with people to go inside. So it's exciting to see so many people energized and out casting their votes, as they should.
Yeah, definitely so. Now, tell everybody why they didn't see your name on a ballot today.
Well, I'm more than happy to explain that, James. As you know, we had a special election in June, and honored to be elected to the state Senate. And
Uh-oh.
Matt, you still there?
but yep, still here. You guys with me?
Yeah, you cut in and out there for a second. Repeat what you just said.
Sure, no problem. Well, apologize for the spotty reception here where I'm at, but yeah, so I didn't have anyone qualify in the Republican primary against me, so my name did not appear today. Had a lot of folks ask about that, but that's the reason why. It will be on the ballot come November in the general election. But grateful to be unopposed in the primary today. That's certainly a blessing for me and my family, and just glad to be able to focus on the job at hand is in the state legislature, in the Senate. So, it's an exciting time for a lot of folks running for office today, and just grateful that we have a lot of folks willing to serve.
And did you do you have anybody that's qualified against you in the general, or will it just be you against write-ins, or is there an independent or Democrat?
No one has. There's no Democrat qualified for Senate District 5. I haven't heard of anyone as of yet.
Yeah.
Or independent or libertarian or anything like that. If there is, it'll be news to me.
Right. Well, don't worry. I'm not going to make an announcement tonight or anything.
Well, I thought Daisy might.
Yeah, now Daisy might, and she'd get many more votes than I would. So.
Oh, she's great.
And Matt knows Daisy. Daisy was a
That's
page
right.
from Matt last year.
Yeah.
Sure was. She did a great job,
Thank
and
you.
proud of her and getting involved in the election process. So, Daisy, it's great to be with you on air tonight.
Thank you.
Anything else, Matt, you want to let folks know about? I mean, y'all had a
Yeah, I just wanna
busy
say-
session, and also had a special session there for a few days.
It's been wild, yeah. A lot going on in state legislature. When we thought we were done, we got called right back into a special and just wrapped that up. Hopefully it'll be quieter the rest of the way until January when the new quadrennium starts. But honored to get to serve in the state Senate. And tonight really just wanted to call and say thank you to all the poll workers and the election workers all over the state and here in Walker County, where we're being heard mostly tonight. We couldn't do this without you. You're a big part of the process, of the democratic process. So thank you to all the election officials and the poll workers and just the people who went out and voted today. I mean, it's sad that we live in a day and time where a lot of people don't vote. So for those who did, I really appreciate you exercising your right. It's important. That's how representative government works at its foundation. And so I'm really grateful for everyone who went out and made time to vote today.
Well, and I am too. I think we'll see a good turnout. Hopefully, it sounds like it from the different places that have checked in so far. And I'm with you. The poll workers, they don't get a lot of pats on the back. Usually, it's somebody gonna be fussing at them if they can't vote or something like that. But they do a great job, and nobody's getting rich working a poll. So, different poll. But none of the poll workers are getting rich, and it's great to see them. And hopefully, I was joking a minute ago right before you came on, we won't have a thing tonight where a poll worker goes to eat before they bring the results in, because that's happened before.
Well, I can't speak to that. Hopefully that won't be the case tonight, and everyone can go home at a decent hour for sure. But James, I'll tell you what, I monitor things like everybody else. I know there's a lot of voter communication and election communication this go round. It seemed like more so than maybe in recent memory. A lot of groups funnel a lot of dollars into campaigns all over the state of Alabama. But I had one bill this year that I was a part of with the Secretary of State that actually takes the state of Alabama from being a part of selling someone's personal private information as it relates to the voter roll. A lot of people don't realize that their phone numbers are associated with these voter registrations. and those voter rolls and information can be sold commercially. Right. So,
now, is that why we're getting so many text messages over the last week or two?
It's part of it.
Yeah.
I don't think the state should be part of selling your private information for any purpose, really. So we passed a bill that would really start slowing that down over the coming election cycles, and I think that's something people need to know that we're working on. I don't want my number being sold for any purpose, at least on the state standpoint. Now, people
right.
can find numbers in other places, but the state doesn't need to be part of that. So
well, I was going to say, if anybody wants your number, I will sell it to them. So
it's already out there.
Right.
But no, I think that's good, though, because there's a lot of folks tired of getting, text messages. And I do think that we can do some things on the state level to try to slow that down. We're going to be working on that as we move forward.
Yeah, well, and I will say, though, there were several of the text messages that helped me to make my decision of who I didn't want to vote for, I think, sometimes. So,
it goes both ways.
Right. It's kind of like the mail-outs. You never know if you got to hit that good number where you're going to get information out, but you're not putting too many in people's mailboxes,
Well, as a candidate, I thought you had to have a lot. So I don't know. It's
right.
To say, but I'll say this. I appreciate the folks letting me serve, and it's been a great honor to get to be a part of the legislature these last 4 years representing Walker County, and now I've got Fayette, Lamar, Tuscaloosa, and Jefferson as well. So my area's expanded, but my home's in Jasper. My heart is in Walker County, and I greatly appreciate the people letting me serve.
Well, we sure appreciate you, and we appreciate that you're always so willing to get on the air with us and talk and let us know what's going on in Montgomery and that sort of thing too.
Absolutely. We'll come back on and do a recap sometime soon, but I appreciate you guys letting me come on tonight. Wish everyone the best, and look forward to the results coming in.
All right. We appreciate it, Matt. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir. Have a great night.
All right. Everybody, Senator Matt Woods. Daisy, how was your time as a page for Senator Woods?
It was really good. I liked it a lot. I learned a lot more. I kind of went into it not knowing anything, and I'm glad I learned a lot more about the process of it.
Yeah, you had been to the State House a few times, but not really seen how things operate. What was the most eye-opening thing?
I mean, I guess just like getting to know the representatives. You kind of, when you're just like out there voting, you kind of just think they're not even real, but
right.
You get there and talk to them, realize like they're a real person.
They're actual human beings. Yeah. Sometimes they are.
Yeah.
And Daisy also got to hang out with Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth some on the trip. Got to meet Governor Kay Ivey, and then hung out with Connie Rowe, who works in the Lieutenant Governor's office. So you had just an absolute blast when you were there last year. Let's see here. We're at 7:24, and I think what I'm going to do is take a quick little break, and then when we come back, hopefully we might have our first results of the night. I think I've only seen 2 boxes come in, so I doubt we will. But let's take a really quick break. When I come back, I'll check out some of the recent comments that we've got as well and go over those. Don't forget, if you haven't, just tell us where you voted today, how many people were there. Leave your comments on who you're voting for. Try to keep it fairly clean. But other than that, we're going to take a break and be right back here on WJLX.
We clear. Macaulay?
And we're back here on WJLX, and we're actually live on the air as well now. We're on Facebook and YouTube. Want to thank everybody for joining us on there. About to bring the camera back on. People can hear me. I don't think they have to see me and Daisy, but hey, guys, good to see you. Getting a few more people coming in here at the Jasper Civic Center. I'd say there's about maybe 25 people that have trickled in here. Let's see. What all we got going on? Oh, well, we're on the air on WJLX. Just for a quick bumper here to let people know, so far we don't have any results in yet if you're listening on 101.5 FM, but we will have results coming hopefully within the next, we're at 7:30. I would expect we're going to have results in any time now, between 10 and 15 minutes. At least by 8 o'clock, we should have our first packet given out to us from the folks in charge. Daisy Phillips is joining me tonight. You look beautiful tonight, Daisy. I can say that about my daughter without sounding like a creeper. So let's see what else we got here as far as comments go. While I was talking to Matt Woods, I want to thank Matt Woods for joining us. Also, we'll step away now on the air. So James McCauley is producing back in the studio. We'll step away. We'll be back on the air no later than 8 o'clock to let everybody know where we stand. If we get results, we'll kind of barge in as soon as the song's over and let you guys know what we see. So on the air, thank you for listening. We'll be back. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, stay right here. We're not going anywhere. Thanks, Macaulay. You can take it on your end now. And I am going to look over some of our comments. I want to say thank you to Brian Baker, sweetest guy in the world. He said James looks great. He needs some glasses, but he's doing good. 120 were at Bevel State and Summerton. Jacob Shoemaker said. Let's see. Dusty Trotter, thank you. She said she appreciated us for keeping everybody updated tonight. And said I had a very pretty sidekick, so I do appreciate that. Amber Bryant. Amber, there you go. She's letting people have it a little bit. It's not bad, though. She said, I can't believe all the keyboard warriors mafia hasn't got out and voted. I mean, really, they possibly made people disgusted to even go out and vote. This is a level of sickening behavior this election than I've seen in my many years, with a just absolutely terrible looking emoji face. And I agree with you. Things have gotten a little dirty. There's sometimes we just, it's an election. It's an important thing, but let's step back and breathe a little bit every now and then. Adam Stacks gave us a Roll Tide. They're not playing today. Amber Bryant, again, thank you for the ability to get the info. Sherry Pike, Jasper Mall was very crowded at 5, and that's about the time I went. I was there at 5:30 or about 5:15. And that was a great sign. Turnout was decent there. Nicole, Billy Swindle, now a word from our Spencers. And Brad Boshell, thank you for tuning in as well. Everybody, I appreciate your comments. As soon as we have the results, we'll get you to those. Hey, we got some more comments here. I voted at Herman Baptist Church, got there at 6:30 and was the first in line after doors opened. There were about 6 who came in before I left. I pray a lot of people voted today because a lot of people sure have big opinions on this county. So if you didn't go vote, please don't comment on anything for the next 10 years. There you go. That's what he thought. John Bentley, 509 at the natatorium when he went by. Pamela Tidwell Waldrop, she's watching from Smith Lake. Jared Hubbard, somebody really likes Jared Hubbard. Jennifer North. Debbie Young Sanders, she's watching. Adam Stacks, if you like seeing James Phillips, he will be at the New Era Wrestling's Controlling the Narrative on June the 6th at Parrish Elementary. Thank you for that shameless plug. And my buddy James Patrick Hanna, he's one of the hosts of the Game Managers on WJLX, and he said James Phillips for the Hall of Fame of radio and wrestling. That's probably a bit much for both of those. Let's see. If you don't vote, you can't complain, from David Hood. Robert Rigsby, he said Mariana Rigsby, who just signed a scholarship yesterday. She's a senior at Jasper High School. Daisy, you've played soccer with Mariana before, and she signed a scholarship with Calhoun, I believe, but she voted for the first time. So that was really good. Katisha Hood, she's liking the coverage. We appreciate you guys. Let's see if we got any more. When will we know results from Maddie Williamson? You'll know them as soon as I know them. That's my answer to that. It's a tough process because polls closed at 7, and the way it works, they have to shut down the polls and they have to bring everything to the Civic Center here. And so that's when we'll find out some results, and should be getting them in pretty soon. Brad Boshell said he was number 258 at Summerton at 3 p.m. today. David Phillips said, former mayor of Carbon Hill, he said Carbon Hill was empty at 4 when I went and voted. And let's see. Zach Brown, he said he had to vote early because he's a truck driver and he's over the road. But we appreciate you doing that. A lot of people are on Jonathan Timmons. Hey, Jonathan Timmons, you still there? He went in early this morning, but he has had to do absentee ballots several times because his job takes him places. So he did that. I was just waving at Dorman Grace, the Republican chairman. I'll probably get him on in a few minutes to chat with us, let us know how he thinks the turnout was and everything. Only a handful in Oakman around 1:30 is from Stephen Raines. That's about it. That's about all we got so far. Jonathan Morrison, if things get slow, get Clay Boylan to show off his legs. Oh, that's a good one. If anybody listened to the ball game the other day, you'll know exactly why he said that. David Woodley, thank you for watching. We appreciate you. I gotta see. I don't see. Okay, Jonathan Timmons, now tell me if I can hear you.
Well, can you hear me?
There we go. I can hear you now.
All right, I'm afraid I'm going out over the air too.
You are going out over the air. Is that okay?
Do this. No.
You're on the air. Don't say anything too crazy. So, but I was talking about how you in the past have had to vote absentee many times because you've been out of town. There was a long haul truck driver who commented and said that's what he had to do, and that process. But you were able to get up early this morning and do it. Timmons, you there?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. So,
okay. Well, I just want to make sure we're not going over the FM too, because if your USB is up, I'm afraid we're going over FM.
Oh, okay.
Probably not, right?
I don't think we.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think we are. And Macaulay should be able to tell us.
Macaulay would have checked in.
Yeah, he would have already told us.
Are you hearing any music playing?
No, I'm not. I'm not hearing any.
While we're talking.
All I'm hearing is you, man.
He's checking in on the chat right now. We're trying this for the first time. Like you said, I'm down in Atmore. Had to get up early. I had to push a job back 2.5 hours down in Dadeville so I could get to the poll at 7 a.m. I was number 5. I was number 5 at the poll. That was only my second time voting at the natatorium, but
Macaulay just said that he's got us. They can't hear us on the. They cannot hear us on the air, is what Macaulay said. They're just hearing us on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, good. Yeah, like I say, we are trying something new out here. It worked out great. Having Senator Matt Woods call in, he was on the road as well. He had a meeting at 7:30 to get to. And like I say, I'm down here in Atmore, monitoring the coverage on Facebook and YouTube.
And you're just loving it, aren't you?
5.com.
We got a lot of people watching. We appreciate you guys. And I know you're waiting on results. You don't want to sit here and listen to me babble. There are results coming in. We just have not been given anything yet. So as soon as we do, we'll start putting them out over the air. And then we're going to get some more guests lined up, too, coming in the next little bit. I'm trying to see who all we've got in here. Oh, my goodness. Now we've got Captain America. Daisy, change over with this guy.
No way.
You come on in. Come on in.
You're not kicking Daisy out for who?
I'm kicking Daisy out for
nobody special.
You know that voice?
Hey, that's my buddy Adam Aaron.
That's right.
What are you doing there, John?
I'm out here in Never Neverland. You're back in Jasper.
I'm telling you. You know, I was almost banned from Never Neverland after a couple of my rants that I put on there.
I saw a few of those rants. Yeah.
But, you know, I mean,
you gotta let stuff off your chest every now and then, though.
Well, you do, especially when it's stuff that you're not happy with and you're not satisfied with, and when it's an elected official. I mean, I feel like you ought to be able to have your 2 cents.
Does that run in your family?
The First Amendment.
That is true. But people speaking their mind, does that run in my family?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know you got a cousin.
I got a cousin who's pretty vocal.
Yeah, he says, "Get the flock out of here."
Get the flock out. Hey, the flock cameras, buddy, they are in his crosshairs. And you know, I heard that one of the people running for governor, I said he is against flock cameras.
Oh, yeah. Now I believe the McFeeters guy was.
Ken
Yeah.
McFeeters,
yeah, he was against the flock cameras. Because he's big.
We had him in studio.
Yeah, we had him in studio on my show, and
really?
He is big against data centers.
You know, I could see that. It's for one, it's a lot of land.
Yeah.
It's a lot of power, and I don't know if people around here has realized, but we got really high power rates.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know, hey, that commercial. That guy sounds authentically thankful that he's glad that Alabama Power locked our rates in, third highest in the country.
Exactly.
We got them locked in, guys. We got them locked in.
They didn't say anything about cutting them at any point,
No,
did
they
they?
didn't. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
They got them locked in, so that way they can't cut it.
Yeah, and we'll stay at third, and then, for a while.
Hey, at least Alabama's leading in something.
Well, there's other things I would wish for.
Me and you both.
They put some data centers elsewhere, then they'll start having to chew those high prices.
That's exactly.
So,
right.
where did you vote at today?
So I voted in Boldo, and I don't know if y'all have seen the last post that I posted at about 6:30.
I have not.
Give us updates.
I was less than pleased at the turnout in Boldo. Actually, the fire chief texted me just a little while ago at Piney Woods. 424 people is all that voted in Piney Woods.
Wow. Yeah, I thought there'd be more than that there.
Do you have like a baseline of maybe over the past few years?
I don't, but I will say there is about 1,600 people in Piney Woods in the Piney
that are
Woods
registered
community.
Yeah.
Now, some of those is probably felons.
Right.
I mean, not saying that felons live in Piney Woods, but I would venture to say that probably some of those are ineligible to vote.
Well, Jared Aaron lives there.
Jared actually, he's out of Piney Woods.
That's true. He's more
Sipsy Cordova. I don't know.
Yeah, he's more Sipsy, I guess.
Sipsy would be his coverage area. But, to me, that's just that's kind of lackluster. My dad and Mom said that when they went to vote, they vote in at Abundant Life there on 69 Highway, and he said, man, there was really not a lot of folks that had voted there. So, the voting turn, and this was my message in my video, pretty much verbatim. Get off your lazy tail, do your part, and go vote. If you don't, keep your mouth shut about what you think's going on and going wrong with this county.
We've heard a lot of people on the comments so far tonight that have said that exact same thing. If you don't go vote, don't complain.
That's a fact.
And I'm new people tuning in. I'm getting a lot of questions of when is the results coming in. As soon as we can get them, they're coming. So hopefully we'll have a few to be able to release here in just a couple minutes. I know they're working.
Clear, no results have been released yet.
None released yet. So, but they're up there working like a bunch of little mouse up there. So they're working on it.
Well, I'm going to. I'll show you one that I just got that is a few numbers, and I don't know how accurate that is.
Oh yeah, that's from. Is that Piney Woods?
Unofficial results.
That was from the fire department. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we could say that unofficially from the Piney Woods Fire Department, we've got Jason Akins, which that's kind of his home area.
Yep.
Jason Akins with 222 votes, JC Poe with 94, and Nick Smith with 95.
Yeah, now that's totally unofficial.
When are we gonna get some results in?
Is that a credible source there, Adam Aaron?
Sir?
Okay.
Yes, that I feel like he's a pretty credible source.
Okay.
But now I'll be honest,
I'll
John.
take your word for it.
I don't know what he's had to do with it. But that dude, I mean, I would believe it.
Okay.
That's all we got to do. Just double check, right? Make sure everybody out there knows it's unofficial. I hear James Phillips talking to somebody right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was talking to Richard Fikes. Richard's kind of heading this thing up tonight.
He is.
And
how you doing, sir?
And now Adam's talking to him. But he said that they should have things really soon, and that he will be announcing them from the stage. And he's only going to announce the local results and the two amendments that involve local schools.
Yep.
And then we'll have official results from Republican and Democratic primaries that they'll be printing out and giving to us.
Well, look, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with what I tried to do at my voting poll. I don't know how many of y'all know Miss Barbara. She was a teacher at Curry, John. Well, you didn't go to elementary Curry Elementary.
I did not. Farmstead represent.
So Barbara is one of the poll workers, and my wife had actually made a boo-boo on her ballot, so we had to get another ballot so she could fix her boo-boo. And they're like, well, just make sure you bring this one that's bad back up, so it don't get counted twice. And I was like, well, can we identify as a Democrat and just count it twice for about 30 seconds?
Right.
And then and then I'll go back to being pretty much a Republican.
Right.
I say pretty much.
Pretty much.
I don't agree with everything the Republicans do.
No.
And I don't think anybody should totally agree with everything that they're.
If I'm being honest with you, I really don't agree with much that either side does.
I think they're both liars, and they both stretch the truth to make it sound like the whole truth, and most of the time it's just a partial truth.
Exactly. Somewhere in the middle of it, there's a little truth.
A little truth mixed with a lot of stretch.
Right. Studio's calling me. I think we might have dropped our call. Oh, I've got my whole family just showed up. You see all those people? All right, can y'all hear me? Timmons, can you hear me? He's off the air, so it'll be me and you talking for a little bit. Adam?
Oh, Lord, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
We got a lot of people. Is that Matt Franklin speaking? No, it wasn't Matt. He wasn't here. Yeah, Jonathan said the call dropped out there, so we'll get him back on in just a second. I'll have to.
You know, James, I'm going to be honest. I can't imagine a call dropping anywhere in Walker County.
Isn't it odd?
I don't believe it.
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
And you live in Boldo.
I live in Boldo. But now I will say, like, self-service at my house is non-existent.
I've noticed that with some of your videos. I'm not saying anything bad.
Well, it is. It is what it is.
But you have to struggle with it sometimes.
And that's me struggling on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, yeah.
So, it is what it is. I'm hoping one day, I thought moving from Piney Woods to Boldo, I was going up a rung on the ladder. But apparently that rung just kind of stays parallel when it comes to cell service.
Yeah.
It actually even maybe drops a little bit.
That could be all of Walker County pretty much, though, too.
It could be.
I grew up in the Empire. So, I mean, Boldo and Piney Woods is a metropolis compared.
Well, yeah, they're still popping in sunlight.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard that they're hopefully within the next year is going to reinvent the wheel to where they'll have a round one.
We're working on it. Yeah.
I'm back.
Oh, Timmons is back in. There we go.
All right, there we go.
I'll be honest, James, just looking at the crowd here, man, this is sort of lackluster from what I was expecting.
Well, I thought there would be more, but I think we'll start seeing people right around 8 o'clock or so. They all know it takes a while before it gets in.
Right.
But we've picked up a few people. What do you say, about 50 folks here now?
Yeah. Yeah, if you counted probably around 50.
Now, what we know that the sheriff's race has been our most talked about for sure. Do you think that's what's driving people out, or do you think it might have drove people? I had one lady comment earlier. She thinks all the dirtiness of it and the constant hearing about it may have drove people from going to vote.
I'll be honest, and my dad may hang me by my ears for saying this, but he said, I'll be honest with you. He said, everything that I got in the mail, all of the text messages that bombarded, especially over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He's like, I almost didn't even go vote.
Right, yeah.
He's like, I'm so sick and tired of hearing about it, and I can totally understand that. And, most of the stuff that you get in the mail, to me, when I see it, my first thought is, a bunch of baloney.
Right, yeah.
Throw it away.
Yeah. You looked at it longer than I did.
I did glance at it. So, and I, being out on the road and talking to people from all over the county, all over the state, really, I've heard that a bunch. Man, I'm tired of getting stuff in the mail.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing all of the text messages. Getting on Netflix and seeing ads from
YouTube and everything. Yeah,
like, I'm tired of it.
Right, because when I'm watching YouTube, I'm usually trying to escape, or any of my apps, and then all of a sudden we get an ad on there, and I'm like, I don't want to see that right now.
Like the other day, I was putting a radio in my daughter's vehicle. She turned 16, and I'm electronic illiterate. So I have one of my buddies over there helping me, and there might have been, we would never admit to not knowing what we was doing, but there was a few things that we was just unsure of, And it's like you Google, hey, how do I get this radio to plug in? And the first thing that pops up is a campaign ad.
Right.
And then 45 seconds into it, you got another
campaign, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I just want to know how to put in a Pioneer radio.
Right, yeah.
I don't care about the election right now.
I had somebody ask, Adam who from Boldo? Adam Aaron from Boldo. I mean, if you're from Boldo and you don't know Adam Aaron.
Look, I'm going to take a step further and say if you're from Walker County and you don't know.
Now, and you might need to get to know him because he does a job every day that if you do bump into him, you better be nice to him because he is a state trooper.
Well, yeah, and I would think that's how most people would know me.
Yeah, and
but I'll be updating that as we go. I don't see our refresh button, but
okay, I see it up there. And I think OPS has moved the refresh button and stuff. I think you may have to go to priorities or right-click on it to be able to get that up. But I do see the ticker up there.
I got to get it to refresh to run across there. I'll figure that out.
Caitlin Parker said she didn't see any ads or get mail from them or text. Well, Caitlin, you better be counting your blessings.
Caitlin must live under a bluff.
I don't think
Yeah.
Caitlin.
No offense, Caitlin, you must live under a bluff.
I was going to say, do you live in Walker County? Because I don't know anybody else that didn't get any.
Oh, my gosh.
And I started, and I'm sure you did too, the last several days, the last week or so, it's been a lot of statewide people.
Yep. Kate, I would be interested to know, Caitlin, and this is. Are you registered to vote?
She lives in Union Chapel. Yeah, Caitlin, are you registered to vote?
Because if you're not registered to vote, you're not going to be getting anything.
Right, and that's what Matt Woods. You just missed him. That's what he talked about. We had him on, and he was saying that he had filed a bill where the state can't sell your information like that because your cell phone is tied to your voter registration.
Yep.
And currently, the state evidently makes a little money off that.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
There's a dollar to be made.
Oh, Caitlin is registered and she voted today. So, well, thanks, Caitlin.
Thank you. Yes, good job, Caitlin. I'm glad you voted. That's what I was going to say earlier. I got on a tangent last night. To me, the people that are too lazy to vote or they don't care enough to vote, in my humble, not so humble opinion, James, people have given their lives so that those people could have that freedom.
That's exactly what I said on my show.
If you don't take advantage of it, in a way, those people have given their lives for absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
If you're not taking advantage of
it. Both my grandfathers fought in World War II. It changed their lives forever. They made it through it, but they were never the same.
Yep.
And so they were different from then on. And they fought so we could go do that.
That's exactly right.
And I'm like you. I feel like if I don't go, I'm spitting in their face.
I'm doing a disservice to the people that have given all and made huge sacrifices so that we could have this freedom.
Well, and you're probably brave enough you would do it too. I'm not. I would be like, no. I'd have flat feet. I could, something. I'm dodging the draft somehow.
Well, I wanted to join the Marines.
And Timmons, can you hear us?
Can you hear me up here?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
So you've definitely got to be careful there. We got that bad USB cord, huh?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, but we're good now. I just got to be careful with it.
May not have sound on the stream itself though, so you might have to pull that up and check that.
Oh, I think we just got a thumbs up. Jacob Shoemaker, I know you, buddy, and Kip Allred. Both of them said we're back. Everybody can hear us fine, right? Okay. Yeah, everybody's saying it's back.
Okay.
So we're good. Well,
how many districts are there? How many ballot locations are there in Walker County?
well, I wish you hadn't asked me that because we'll know in a few minutes when they give us the first set of results out. I want to say
Is that something I can pull up?
You probably could Google it. I've only covered this stuff for 30 years. For some reason, 47 is in my head, but I don't know if it's that many anymore.
Let's just see here.
Hey, Johnny Boland's over at Fowler Field and listening to us. He's probably at a baseball game.
Oh, Johnny Boland. Johnny is a good guy. Johnny probably don't like me sometimes, but
well, I don't know.
Johnny's a good guy.
I don't know why Johnny wouldn't like you.
Well, he's got Boland Construction.
Oh yeah.
But I will say, most of the time Johnny's stuff's pretty up to snuff. So Johnny, your stuff's pretty up to snuff most of the time, fella.
Bagley Buzzard said we're spotty like the radio station. If that wasn't so funny, I'd tell you to buzz off. But no, they put out some funny stuff on their page too.
They do put out some funny stuff on their page.
I think I even asked them one time, "Hey, who is this? Do you mind telling me who you are? Would you come on my show? I'd love to talk." And Bagley Buzzard, if you hear me now, we'd love to have you on live at 9. But I know you might not want to give up your identity there. You could wear. I've got lucha wrestling mask that you could put on and come in and talk. So what you got there on districts?
Looks like maybe 45.
I think that's right. I was saying 47, and I think we may have lost a polling place, and the other one would be the provisional ballots.
Yeah, well, I know we lost one around Sipsy because I remember Jared talking about.
Right.
Hey, what the heck?
Right. They took it away.
We lost the voting place.
So I think we do have 45, and then the provisional ballots would be different from that. It's 7:58. I think what we'll do, I'm trying to make sure we don't have anything. I don't see anything. Nothing's been done. Nobody's been announcing. James McCauley, if you can hear me, send me a text and tell me go when this song ends. We'll come back on live at 8 just for a second, and then we'll let people know that we still don't have anything yet.
A song, or is it going to be a Lee Greenwood song?
I don't know. I hope not. Sorry, should I have said that over there? He's only got one.
I was going to say I can only think of one Lee Greenwood song that would be worth hearing.
And I don't want to have to stand up right now, because because you have to. Let's see. Let me see what
James, is there even an American flag in this place?
Oh man, now we're.
I would go up there and stand.
I don't see
the American
one.
flag if I had to.
Yeah. I think that we're coming around with a couple of results.
Yep, I see some ladies walking in with some papers.
Our buddy here is going to give us one. Thank you, man. All right, we got 2 boxes is what I believe that we have here. Let me get back on our. All right, we've got precincts counted. 6 of 47, I believe, is what this is telling me right here.
Yep, 6 of 47. So I wonder,
Registered voters out of those 6 is 5,285. You go ahead.
I can't get it.
Oh, you can't get it to work?
Did you cut it
Oh.
I think it's blinking, but I don't know.
All right, I'll let y'all. I'll keep reading it while Adam's looking at it there. We got 1,764 voters out of that 5,000.
Oh, you didn't have that.
Of those, 1,620 voted for the Republican on the Republican ballot, and 144 on the Democratic ballot. That's a 33% out of those 6 boxes. That's a good percentage.
Yeah.
If it holds up like that. Now let's see what we've got individually. We've got Governor, this is in the Democratic, and y'all guys, I know the ones that you want to hear about, but let's go through all of them. On the Democratic one, in the governor vote, Doug Jones is by far leading, 103. Will Boyd had 21, and Flowers had 13, and then a couple other votes. Poor old Chig Martin, only 2 votes. I liked him. He seemed like a nice fellow with his hat on.
Well, like Chig.
Lieutenant Governor, we got Philip Ensler. I'm going to skip these. Y'all don't care about that right now. We'll come back to those. Let's get to the... And you can hear people in the background. You can hear Richard Fikes. He's letting everybody here in the building know. All right. Ken McFeeters, 173. Alabama Will Santabosky, 120. And Tommy Tuberville, 1,213. Let's get where we get to our local ones. On next page. And we've got Walker County Sheriff, 6 of 47 precincts. See, I did know 47.
You was right on.
How about that? We got Jason Akins with 740. Alan Estelle, who dropped out of the race, still has 17 votes. JC Poe, 567. And Nick Smith with only 291.
Wow.
That's kind of a surprise there, but we don't know what boxes those were.
Yep.
That's going to give Jason Akins 45% with 6 of the 47 boxes in. Then we go Superintendent of Walker County Schools. Dennis Willingham with 6 out of 47 boxes. He's got 1,031 votes, or 68%, compared to 465 for Diane Williams. That's 31% for her. In the coroner race, out of these 6 boxes, Trent McCuskey leads, 1,214 votes to 282. That's an 81%.
That's a big jump.
That is a huge jump there. And then in our executive committees, Tana Collins Allred, 853, Greg Fannin, 526, and then Allison Jones, who's also a judge here in the area, 980 to Iva Hendon's 342. And then let's go through here. On the amendments, yes, got it in Amendment 1 so far, 1411 compared to 240 no's. Amendment 2, yes, is 786, no is 808. And the tax votes that we really wanted to know for the Walker County schools and Jasper City schools, those are out of those boxes are being voted down. 1,100 to 494, and then 1,100 to 467. So people were voting down that. And I think there was a problem. I don't think the school systems did a very good job of letting people know ahead of time, hey, this is important for us.
I don't think they did. But, on the other hand, I think how many times have we heard about how much money is in the education system already? We've got a surplus of money in the state education system.
Right.
Okay, you got a surplus.
But this isn't the state, though. This is just local.
Right.
Yeah.
But, most people think
right.
That's what you always hear, and it's like, well,
right.
Dang, if there's a surplus, why are they wanting to tax me more?
And I did have Dennis Willingham on the other day, and he was very proud that they had 4 months worth of reserves in the bank, which is great, but that could tell people to, hey, maybe they don't need that.
4 months of reserve, why are you wanting to tax me more?
Right.
But
this is a tax that was already on there. It was just voting to continue it because the time had ran out for another 30 years, yeah. But I don't think they did a good job, either school system, letting people know exactly.
If I was the school, they should have put something out.
Yeah.
I wish they would put more things out about the amendments, breaking it down into layman's terms, so your average, everyday Walker County could understand what in the Sam Hill they was talking about on the amendments.
Right, that's exactly true. I'm going to take a picture and send the results over to Jonathan Timmons, too. Timmons, you still there? I'm going to send these to him. We had County Commissioner Steve Miller stop by and shake your hand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's see here. And if Macaulay, if we are on the air as far as on the radio, go ahead and take us off because we've given all the results, and we'll stay on Facebook and YouTube. And Timmons is going to put the results on the ticker at the top of the screen. If I can figure out how to get them to him, I guess is the big thing. There they go. Now I will go over. If you're just tuning in, we'll go ahead and go over the local ones again. County Sheriff race, we've got 6 boxes in. The crowd's talking to Adam. He's so popular here. Let's go over the local ones real quick. 6 boxes out of 47 are in. That's 12% basically. Still a long night ahead of us. But Jason Akins is leading 740. He has 740 votes. JC Poe 567, and Nick Smith 291. Again, we do not know where these boxes are from.
Right.
It could be from Jason's hometown.
Who knows?
You never know. And then Superintendent of Education Dennis Willingham leads 1,031 to 465. Walker County Coroner Trent McCluskey leads big 1,214 to 282. That's 81%. And then the Republican Executive Committee, Tana Collins Allred up on Greg Fannin 853 to 526. And then Allison Jones is up on Iva Hendon 980 to 382. So how about that? Are you surprised by those early numbers?
No, not really.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, we still got a long ways to go.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is any of the representative? Have we covered that already? Was that on there?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Let's see. It's got to be on here. I skipped to the local, so let's see. It's going to be on this page right here, and I'm sorry for doing that, guys. There's the 4th Congressional District, Attorney General, State Representative District 13. We've got Mike Elliott leading after 4 of 30 boxes for that one. And he's leading 763. Greg Barnes, 438.
So still a long ways to go.
Yeah, very long ways to go on those. We'll go ahead and let's see what people are saying out there. Yeah, Randy Stevens, thank you for reminding us about District 13. You just heard that. Governor, they're wanting to know about Governor. Tommy Tuberville's running away with 6 of the boxes counted. He is running away with it on the Republican side, and on the Democratic side, you've got Doug Jones running away with it on his side with 6 boxes counted. William Brian Hale, thank you, buddy, for commenting there. He's saying that the Bagley Buzzards should come join us on a Monday morning breakfast club, and that's exactly right. Lieutenant Governor Tyler Thompson, and we do have a local person running for it, so that's interesting. Lieutenant Governor, out of those 6 boxes, the high score, Wes Allen at 552. Then we've got John Wall at 426, Nicole Wadsworth at 204, Rick Pate at 139, and it just gets lower from that. Not making it to 100, you've got Pat Bishop, George Childress, and Stuart Hill Tankersley.
Man, I would almost feel bad, like if I was George Childress and only had 25 votes.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope that at least my cousins would show up and get me to 50 votes.
I've got enough cousins. I could probably get to 200.
Yeah.
but
And somebody did just ask about Attorney General. In that one, we've got Catherine Robertson leading with 6 boxes in again, 581, 490 for Jay Mitchell, and Pamela Casey with 334. Let's see. We got another one. U.S. Senator. Somebody asked about it. That's taking Tommy Tuberville's place with 6 boxes in. Most votes have gone for Jared Hudson so far. Let's see. Let me make sure I got that. No, Steve Marshall with 427. Jared Hudson with 418. And Barry Moore with 411. And then the rest of them are a small amount.
Yeah.
Let's check our comments again. Zach Brown just told you how Jared Hudson's doing. He's right up there at the top. And we did have somebody ask how many boxes. That is 6 of 47, so it's a very small amount. Don't think anything's over yet. 6 out of 47. All right, I think I'm going to take a break.
Take a break.
And we're going to take about a 3 or 4 minute break, and then we'll be back. And we're starting to get a few more people in, too. You think 100 people showed up now?
There's probably close to 100 for sure.
That's what I'm thinking, too. So if you don't have to get out, though. Nobody has to get out. You can watch us right here on your phone.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So,
and we you know what? We're for sure the 2 best looking rascals here, if nothing else.
Let me look around and make sure.
Oh, I've done looked around. I'm telling you.
Well, Clayton Meherg's here.
Well,
he's up there with us.
I tell you, when people ask me, hey, man, how are you doing today? And I said, buddy, when you look this good, it's hard to have a bad day.
That's true.
You see them old ugly people over there?
I see a few.
They'll never understand what we get to wake up to every
day.
They
don't know what it's like to be just as hot as we are.
That's a fact.
And the hair helps.
It does.
Both of us.
It does. It does. But then I have to follow it up with, to look this good or be this full of crap.
Right.
One of the two.
Well, and we are both.
They kind of go hand in hand.
Both of us fall in both those categories, especially me. All right. Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Just keep us on. You don't want to miss anything, but we'll be right back in about 3 minutes on WJLX. And we are back live here on. We're on the air on WJLX, and then we're also back on Facebook and YouTube. Let me get the video going because as my buddy here said a minute ago,
we are the two best looking things in the building
by far, my friend, by far. Timmons is working on the scroll up there, and we're about to have some numbers to update him with as well. Let me get to. There we are. There's the two good-looking guys.
Man.
You want to read off the? You want me to let you do the duties this time?
Buddy, I'm gonna be honest. I might screw it up. I'll read them off though.
Well, I pulled it. These are going to be the local ones
right here.
Start with that sheriff's race, wherever.
All right, so we'll start with the sheriff's race. Jason Akins has got 1877. JC Poe has got 1435, and Nick Smith has got 808.
And that's with
18 of 47.
18 of 47 boxes.
All right, if we go on to the corner, Trent McCluskey's 2,999 to Danielle Calloway's 886.
You know, can I be like Wolf Blitzer and just we're gonna call that one?
I think so.
Because we're not at even 50% of the vote, but
yep.
No, we're calling that one.
That one's going to be tough.
I think McCluskey's going to be our next corner. And then Walker County Superintendent of Education.
Superintendent Dennis Willingham is 2,747 to Diane Williams, 1178. Still 18 of 47. State Republican, the Executive Committee, Allison Joan is 2535 to Iva Hendon's 1,009.
And then go back a page or two and see Greg Barnes and Mike Elliott where we're at on that one.
Let's see here. State Representative. Mike Elliott is at 1708, and Greg Barnes is at 1214. So that one's still pretty close.
That is close, and that's
11 of 30.
11 of 30, so we're not even halfway there on that one either.
Let's go on to the governors. Since Tommy Tubertville is 3158 to Kim McFeeder's 502. I'm going to say Will Santivaci.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that right?
I don't know.
I mean, that sounds like a cologne.
It does. Yeah. I'm not wearing it.
Are you wearing Santivaci?
I'm wearing Axe.
And I'm probably messing his name all up. 292. So I'm going to say that. Well, I don't know. I mean, that's 18 to 47. I think for this county, Tommy Tuberville's.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, I mean, I think we all know Tommy Tuberville's going to win that one.
Who else you think really? Robert Adderholt's 2972 to Tommy Barnes 946. I think that one's probably going to be pretty well in the box. I tell you, man, where's the state auditor?
Oh, Young Boozer. Sounds like the rap name right there.
Well, that's for the treasurer.
Oh, that's treasurer. He's going to get auditors there.
Derek Chin, 1271 to Andrew Sorrell, 2306. I'm going to be honest. Was you here for the political rally that they had in Jasper?
I was not. I had something going on that day, and I did not get to make it that night.
I'll be honest. I really liked Derek Chin.
You know, I had looked up some stuff about him, and I invited him to come on my show, and it just was too late in the process to get him on. But he seemed like a super nice guy when I talked to him.
You know, I liked his story. Like his parents, if I'm not lying, Never Land, I could be lying. It was either his parents or his grandparents. He was refugees.
Right,
They came here, you know, to escape communist, I want to say China, but it could have not been China. It was somewhere over there.
It was somewhere in the Asian world.
And they was being persecuted and killed, and his grandparents fled here. He was born here over in California and ended up moving to come to college in Alabama, fell in love with it, or maybe law school and fell in love with it and decided to call Alabama home. That's just a heck of a story that a young man could do that, and now he's running for a public office.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Yeah.
I like that story.
And I just sent the updated numbers to Jonathan Timmons as well. He'll be putting them on the ticker that you see at the top of the screen there. Let's see if we can catch up on some of our comments here to see if anybody said anything.
Can I just say, you know, James, I'm a people's watcher.
Yes, I am too.
And I watch, people walking back and forth. I'm not a graceful walker.
Well, I mean, I've only got one leg, so I'm not a graceful walker myself.
Well, that would hinder a graceful walk. But man, to watch Richard Fox, he's got.
He strolls through, yeah.
I'm like, man, he looks like about 11th or 12th grader. And knowing that he just got away with skipping science class.
He's walking with a purpose, it seems, and almost look like, in Walker County we can say sometimes, I'm going to beat that,
Yeah.
And he's got that look about him.
He's got that look. I mean, he's just got that.
Like somebody said something bad about his mama or something.
And he's going to whoop him.
And he's going to whoop him.
He's got that look. Yeah. He does. Now, I mean, we may be the ones getting whooped later when he realizes that we was complimenting him on his swag,
right,
on his swagger walk.
But he does have swagger. Now, do you know a Kylie Hollis?
Kylie Hollis.
Adam's slogan when he runs later in life, vote for the bald and beautiful. How about that?
I agree with that.
You better not let your wife be seeing that message.
Kylie, can we add the brave, bald, and beautiful?
Oh, brave for sure.
Yeah. We got to throw brave in there.
Yeah. We got a bunch. I mean, we've had a lot of people. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's viewing tonight, and we are happy that we can do this and be able to let you know what's going on.
Well, I mean, I'm just thankful that you gave him an opportunity just to sit here.
Oh, I was so good. I was so glad you said you were coming.
Well, I wouldn't miss it, man.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you, my wife was not happy that I came here tonight.
Somebody texted me and said, "Is he strutting or is it gout?"
No, that's a strut. That's 100% a strut.
Before you start, let me go back over the local election. Yes. I had a few people asking. We've got Walker County Sheriff, local elections. Walker County Sheriff with 18 of 47 boxes counted. That's 38% of the box or of the votes coming in. Jason Akins, 1,877 votes. JC Poe, 1,435 votes. Nick Smith, 808. And Alan Estelle, 43. We've got.
Do you think people got the notice that Alan Estelle dropped out?
That's hard to say.
That's probably like the lady who didn't get anything for voting.
Right.
She didn't get the memo.
Yeah. It's kind of like a kid, when kids they get points for just signing their name on the paper. I think Alan got a few points for signing his name up.
That's one of those.
Because somebody went down through there and they looked and they said, I like it. I just like that name.
I like that name.
Yeah. So they're releasing Pumpkin Center, letting them go home. And a couple of other ones. They let them go. So we'll have some more votes coming in soon. Let me read the Superintendent of Walker County Board of Education. Dennis Willingham, 2,747. Diane Williams, 1,178. And then Walker County Coroner, Trent McCluskey, 2,999. Danielle Calloway, 886. And then we've got Republican Executive Committee, Place 1, Tana Collins Allred, 2,070. Greg Fannin, 1,501. And for the other place on that one, Allison Jones, 2,535. Iva Hendon, 1,009. And then I'll also remind you of the District 13 race. State Representative District 13, Mike Elliott, 1,708. Greg Barnes, 1,214. So that's the updated numbers for the local races. Let's see what else we got going on here. Got that one. Timmons, I still can't hear you if you're trying to buzz in again. I've got that slider up, but I just sent you all the results that you need for right now. Probably getting some more here in just a minute.
James, do you look for there to be any shifts just based on what you've heard in the county? Do you look for any of these numbers to creep up and get a little bit closer?
You know, it's so hard to tell because you don't know where the boxes are coming from,
right.
and each person has their home base or
their group of folks,
right. And then Jasper plays a huge role,
yes,
in any election, and so if we haven't gotten a Jasper box in, that could absolutely turn everything around,
flip it all upside down.
Yeah, and I haven't had a chance to get up and kind of walk around to say, hey, who's out and who's not. So
yep.
But yeah, I think depending on what's out there, we don't even have 50%.
Yeah.
Of the numbers, so it could definitely change. Have you ever came out here before and hung out during the?
I've not. This has been my first one.
Look at Randy Fielding walking by there.
Boy, he must have made Miss Fielding mad.
I think so. He's got a neck brace on.
He does.
That or he drives a motorcycle around.
Well, I just made a Facebook post. Somebody specifically knew that I was going to ride my motorcycle tonight, and I thanked them. I took a picture of their parking job that allowed me to have like a motorcycle size.
Oh, so they had already taken up about a spot and a half.
Dude, that's exactly what they did.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Perfect for you to get by them right there.
I mean, that's the perfect size parking spot. I just gave him a hey, thank you for being a terrible parker and allowing me to place.
That's not me, I promise. I think Timmons is playing with my machine here. All right, we got an update coming up. I think he said this one will be 27 precincts out of 47. Okay, Andrew Whitmore, he just asked, what situation causes a runoff? What races would currently have one? In the local races, the only one that can have a runoff, because it has more than 2 people in it, would be the sheriff's race.
Yes.
And
don't hit 51%.
You got to hit, well, actually, it's 50% plus one vote.
Yes.
If they can get that much, they win it outright.
Yep.
If they don't get that much, if it's just 50% or if it's 49 or whatever, then it'll be the top 2 would go to a runoff in June.
Yes.
And many people have expected that one will go to a runoff.
That's kind of been my personal thoughts on it. Is there's going to be 2 folks. I was up in the air on which 2 because depending on
who goes to vote.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And when you look at the comments on Facebook, a lot of them are pretty. I'm seeing everybody's name in there for, hey, this is who we, you know what I mean?
Right.
I haven't seen a clear one way or another, this is who we want, this is who we don't want.
Well, and there's so many people, too, when you look at it on social media, those are not just Walker County voters.
Correct.
And a lot of times, especially when you see the polls that people put out, half the people on there either don't live here or they're not registered to live here, or to vote here.
Yep. Here we go.
All right, we got a few more. Now, somebody was asking me about the amendments. They wanted to know about the school amendments, and I'm going to tell you. I'm trying to see. All right, Timmons, none of the green lights. Yeah, no green lights are on, so, I should be able to get you, and I'm not. All right, let's see what we got here. Amendments, I'm going to go to that first because somebody was asking, and I didn't even read it off on the last update. And this is going to be 27 out of 47. On the amendments, they're going to get beat. We're at 57% of the votes counted, and both of them are losing
substantially,
4,700 to 1,900.
Substantially.
So those are not going to be approved.
Nope.
Our school systems are going to have to be figuring out where some cash is going to come from. Walker County Sheriff with 27 out of 47. The numbers are staying very similar. Jason Akins, 2,824, which is 43% of the vote. JC Poe, 2,172. Nick Smith, 1,475. And Alan Estile's up to 89. He's moving on up.
Man. Moving on up.
Superintendent of the Walker County Schools, Dennis Willingham. This is going to be one that I think we're going to be able to call pretty soon, probably. Yep. Dennis Willingham, 4,311, which is about 70% of the vote. To Diane Williams is 1,881.
Yep.
Walker County Coroner. Callaway has cut into it just a little, but I still think this one's pretty over with 57% of the votes in. Trent McCluskey with 4,667 votes. Danielle Callaway with 1,453 votes. And then on the Republican Executive Committee, we've still got Tana Collins with a big lead over Greg Fannin and Allison Jones with a big lead over Iva Hendon. And then Representative District 13, this one is Mike Elliott has extended his lead. He's got 2,596, or 58% of the vote, and Greg Barnes has 1,829. So that's kind of surprising.
I would have thought it would have been a little bit closer so far.
Yeah. So that's all the local ones. I need to take another picture and send those to Jonathan Timmons as well.
Jasper Mall is released.
Oh, Jasper Mall is released. So that means the next update we'll have will include Jasper Mall.
Big one.
And that's the biggest box out there.
Gonna be a big one. My goodness, they just get uglier as they come in.
Yeah, I mean, what can we say?
How you doing, sir?
The last time I saw him, he was at Green Top in Dora, eating a little bit.
And I don't believe that the last time I seen him was somewhere. Okay, I can't lie. Other than here, the last time I seen him, I had to arrest somebody and I forgot. I had lost my handcuff key.
Oh no!
So he had to bring a handcuff key that I still have, by the way. I haven't forgot to return it.
No, I'm gonna say. I think you're as professional as anybody, but that's kind of an amateur move right there for somebody that's been a trooper as long as you, right?
Well,
don't pull me over tomorrow. But.
So look, it was one of those that clips in your pocket. My seatbelt gets caught under it all the time. I've lost so many pins. This was a handcuff key. I would like to say I got out on a foot chase or something really exciting, but I was probably about to go to the bathroom on myself. Took my dang seatbelt off too quick, and that
flung it off. Now, when's the last time you was in a foot chase?
Man, that's how long it's been.
It's been a long time, huh?
I'll be honest. Most of the time, if people get out and they're wanting to run, when they look back, I just flex.
Oh man, it scares them to death.
I give up.
And they know you're going to be fast by looking at you.
That's right.
Yeah.
They don't know the truth.
Right.
But, really, I've only been in just a few foot chases.
Well, and I would guess most people don't run from the troopers.
They don't. I will actually tell you a story. I had a car pulled over, and I hadn't been a trooper very long. I had a car pulled over out on I-22, and it was real sketchy. I can't lie, Chris. It was real sketchy. Jasper shows up. And they're like, man, how did you get them to stop? I said, well, I just cut on my lights and they pulled over.
Yeah.
So they go up there and they're like, why did y'all stop for this guy? We've been chasing y'all 2 or 3 times. And they're like, man, that's a trooper. You don't run from a trooper.
Right, yeah. Because the trooper will shoot you.
Well, I wouldn't. That's too much paperwork.
Right.
That's way too much paperwork.
I joke with my wife all the time that, we've been married almost 30 years, and I would tell her all the time, we should be a Dateline episode, but it's too much of a hassle for me to really kill you.
It is. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Now, we got people out here. Let's see, anything. I'm not seeing any great comments. Not that I'm telling anybody your comments aren't great. Everybody's is great. Thanks for putting them in there. And it's amazing how many people we've had watching. Right now, currently, we have a total, watching at one time, 631 people.
Oh, wow.
That's a big number.
That is good.
I heard him say a minute ago that Bevel State Community College was released. That's a big box, too, because that's pretty much all of Summerton.
Yes. Who did he just release? Nauvoo.
Nauvoo.
So Nauvoo's released.
And you got to think Nauvoo's going to be a big area for Nick Smith, probably.
Probably so, because he lives up in that part of the county. I don't want to say where, but he lives up in that part of the county.
Yeah.
So I would think that would be a big block for him.
Yeah.
Which JC lives in Jasper, so I would assume that would.
And I would think that's going to be the box that JC, when we get this next thing, I think we're going to see a big boost probably there.
Probably so.
Jason Akins, he's not really in Jasper. He's a county guy in Piney Woods.
Right.
But he has ties to Jasper. I think he goes to church in Jasper, that kind of thing.
I'll be honest. I would hate to say yes and be lying.
Right.
I don't know.
I believe he does. I believe he goes to church in Jasper. And then we've got, let's see what else we got coming up. I think it's time to take a break.
We can do that.
I need to rest my brain cells for a minute.
Well, mine's constantly going. About usually nothing in particular worth meaning.
Right. Wait, let's see what we got. 34 precincts, what this next update's going to be.
State Representative District number 13, Greg Barnes, 3,283. Mike Elliott, 4,000.
Now, I'll repeat those again in a minute when we get the actual sheet, but it's still showing Mike Elliott to have a good about 1,000 vote lead, maybe, on Greg Barnes. Sheriff's race.
4,588. JC Poe, 3,849. Nick Smith, 2,315.
So now in the sheriff's race, we've got pretty much the same spread there.
Yep.
And that's after the Jasper box. So Jason Akins still leading, but not leading enough to win it outright. And JC Poe still in second place right now.
Trent McCluskey, 7,761. Executive Committee.
McCluskey's running away with the corner. And Dennis Willingham's starting to run away with the superintendent one, too.
And the other executive committee, Ida Hendon, 1,716. Allison Jones, 6,627. And in the Democratic Executive Committee race, Timothy Bowen, 222. And Jerry Callahan, 284.
So it sounded like Allison Jones has still got her lead in her race.
Yep.
James Kingsman, 45. Darren Mitchell, 80.
I was trying to see, still trying to get Timmons back in here. I don't know what happened. The last time we lost power on our mixer board, something happened. I haven't been able to get him back. We'll read over the results here real quick when we get them and read them really slow in case he's listening to update the ticker, and I'll send him a picture of it as well. Thank you, man.
Hey, Paul.
And we're getting the results in. Let's see what we got here. I'm not even going to look at the amendments. Those things are going to fail.
Yep, they're toast.
I don't think there's any reason to check them out. State Representative District 13, we mentioned it a minute ago. Mike Elliott. Mike Elliott is up 4,626. Greg Barnes, 3,283. Let's go to the local races, and then we're about to have Jason Akins join us, I believe. On the local races for sheriff, Jason Akins with 34 of the 47 precincts, that's 72%. He's up 4,588, which is 42%.
He dropped about 1%.
Just a little bit. JC Poe extends his second place, 3,849. And Nick Smith, 2,315. And Alan Estelle, 131. Superintendent Dennis Willingham is up by 70%.
Yeah, I think that one's
pretty well over. Trent McCluskey is up by 76. He's got 76% of the vote. I think that one's over. And then Greg Tana Collins Allred has increased her lead to almost 60%. And Allison Jones is at 70%.
I feel like that one's probably over.
Yeah, I think both of those are probably over with.
Well, we got a minute. You want to go ahead and get Jason on here?
Yeah, let's get Jason on here real quick. Hey, Clayton. And I hope we can get all the candidates over, but we definitely get Jason. He's having a good night so far. Put your headset on there, man.
All right.
Can you hear me clear?
Yeah, like you're right here in my ears.
So, we've got 34%, 34 out of the 47 precincts in.
Yes.
And you've got a pretty commanding lead right now. Are you surprised that your night has been this well so far?
You know, I really didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
I felt like things were going in our direction, but with a local race especially, you just never know.
Right.
It comes down to so many different factors. I felt like the people were with us, and there was enthusiasm for the possibilities. And let me say this, so that because I can't say this enough, how thankful and how grateful I am for everyone that has supported me in any way. We didn't have a lot of resources.
Right.
I don't even think we've raised 10,000. In other areas where we just struggled a little bit, but the people have been there. And this is for everyone. This isn't just for me.
Right.
This is about everyone. And I want the citizens of this county to know and believe that they're a stakeholder in this. And I'm just humbled. I'm humbled. But it's going better than I expected, because I knew with three of us in there, and of course you have Sheriff Smith, a two-term incumbent.
Right.
And he has strong support in areas, and Chief Poe and JC, just has a rich history, and he's got strong support. So, but I had strong support.
Right.
But I really didn't know.
Yeah.
Which way it would go.
Well, and somebody had asked me this morning. They said, "What do you think is going to happen?" And I said, I really don't think I can take a guess, because I don't know who's going to turn out, and it's all about turnout.
It's all about turnout.
Yeah.
It's all about turnout, and that's just. And I think you saw in some boxes they had high turnout.
Right.
And in some boxes the turnout was lower than they expected.
Right.
So, and who can predict that?
Nobody can.
You can't. I do think there's a little bit of fatigue.
I think so, because the race has been going on for so long now.
Oh yeah. And I get that.
Yeah.
It's just been, at times it's been brutal.
Right.
It has been brutal, and it's been stressful for everyone. I think people are ready to move on one way or another.
Right. And it does look like it will end up being it'll be a runoff. We won't know who yet. It still could change. You could go from 1 to 3 still.
That's true. We have 9 boxes to come in. So,
and we don't know which boxes, I guess, or do you know which ones are still out?
I don't. I didn't have anyone posted at anywhere, because I just didn't have that capacity. So I thought, well, I'll learn as everyone else learns.
Right. Well, I think I'm not sure what. Oh, our meeting ended. We're working on.
Are we still on?
Yeah, we're on, but it's in and out is what's going on. I don't know exactly what happened, but we are on. That's where we can see that we're on, but we are.
Is he making fun of my hair?
I think he's making fun of you.
I think.
Are you making fun of his hair?
Oh, no, he hasn't. That's even powder that little forehead right there.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a Sam in their life to keep them humble.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
Well, all right. Well, Jason, I appreciate you coming by.
Absolutely.
You've been great to work with throughout this process.
Yeah.
And may have you come back over by the end once we know exactly where things going.
I'd be happy to, and thank you for what you're doing.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
see you later. There you heard from Jason Akins. We're going to take a quick break. We do have something a little bit going on with our call, so I need to check that out. And we'll be back here in about, let's do a 3-minute break, and we'll be back because it may be about time to get the last numbers. So we'll take a 3-minute break, and we'll be right back on WJLX.
1,470.
All right, we're back here from Jasper Civic Center. Jonathan Timmons, you want to see if you can put your voice in here? We'll see if we can hear you or not.
How about now, man?
Hey, I can hear you. Yeah, there you are. We got 40 of the 47 boxes in, and he's calling them out right now. But we'll get the paper in just a second. Read them off real slow for everybody. What was that? I believe that scream that you just heard was for Jason Akins.
I think so.
He seems to be leading his race pretty heavily right now.
Well, I got some information from a friend who is a numbers cruncher, numbers guy, and has punched in some of those numbers of what he's getting. And this is a quote. Running through a stats program, and after that big Jasper box went hard for Poe, I'm pretty sure Nick Smith is out, 85% confident. He could get within 5% if he had the voter totals.
Oh, wow, yeah.
But that is rough numbers. That's rough numbers, strictly.
Yeah, well, and we've seen since the beginning, I really tried to warn everybody when the first numbers came in and Akins was leading, and Smith was at the bottom. I kept saying, hey, this is early. We don't know what's going to happen. But now we're getting to the nitty-gritty.
The trend has kept right on the early numbers.
It's continued that way. And I'm sure we all have our thoughts on that, but it's interesting to see that a two-term incumbent might not make the runoff.
The first thing that comes to mind with me is you've always heard any publicity is good publicity.
Correct.
I think this proves that wrong.
That definitely could be the case, and I would always say any publicity is pretty good publicity too, and especially Nick Smith's name recognition is got to be as high as anybody in Walker County. I would say Donald Trump and Nick Smith are right there together as far as name recognition goes.
That's true.
But we hear that a lot.
Right, and we do hear that a lot. But we can pretty well call the superintendent race. Dennis Willingham is going to end up with that one. He'll be reelected. Well, actually, that's one thing we haven't mentioned. He will be on the ballot again in November because there's an independent. Mary Slaughter is running as an independent.
That's absolutely right.
And so Willingham will have another opponent in November. Let's see where we're at now with some of these other ones. District 13, everybody's definitely interested in that. State Representative District 13 with 25 out of the 30 boxes. That's 83% counted. Mike Elliott is 4,958, and Greg Barnes is 3,483. That's going to be tough for him to come back.
1,500 votes is going to be a lot to make up with. You said 25 of the 30.
Yeah, 83% is counted.
That's going to be almost an impossible number to overcome.
Yeah, so there's a lot there. And then now let's go to our.
Sorry, I'm just updating some stuff here.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, let's go to the local races, and I'll read those slowly for Jonathan Timmons.
Right.
You have to read slowly to Timmons.
Well, he is one of those proud Curry graduates, such as myself.
Yeah. Y'all are a special bunch.
Our computers compute rather slowly.
Let's see. Walker County Sheriff. Let's tell you those numbers. 85% counted now. Jason Akins, 5,021. That's 42%. JC Poe, 4,143. So he's cut it
close, less than 1,000.
Less than 1,000. He's at 34%. Nick Smith, 2,589.
I feel like it's safe to say Nick Smith is probably out of the race.
Unless there is a couple of huge boxes, because there's only, honestly, out of 47, it's really only 5 more boxes because you got absentee and provisional, I think, that would be included in the 47.
Right.
So I don't know if there's enough boxes out there. It depends what is left out there.
What's left? He's been calling it, but we haven't.
Right, we haven't been able to hear all of them.
Right.
But if there's a lot in West Walker County, that's a big Nick Smith area out there.
But I feel like with the Jasper the Jasper votes coming in.
Right.
That's got to at least start a nail in a coffin.
Right.
It may not be nailed all the way in, but.
And I think from what somebody was telling me during our last break, all the Jaspers are in as far as the big ones.
The big ones.
You know, I think there's 3 that are pretty big. So all those are in. Now let's move on. Dennis Willingham, he's got 69% of the vote over Diane Williams with 85% counted. Trent McCluskey's got 76% of the vote. Randy Fielding saying hey to us over there. And then for the executive committee, Tana Collins Allred, she's up by a big number, and also Allison Jones is as well. So they'll continue. They'll go on with theirs. Timmons, you still there? You get everything updated? And I can read the numbers or send you a picture if it's easier for you. Let's do that. I'm going to send you a picture.
You know, just looking around, there's several notable people who have showed up tonight. I see several of the.
Well, me and you were here.
Well, I mean, the 2 most important in my mind.
Right.
You know, I see several commissioners here.
Yeah, I've seen basically the whole commission.
I see Jim Borden over there.
And Jeff Burrow was there with him. And then we saw Steve Miller earlier.
Yep, Davis.
I think we saw Stephen Adderholt walk by, said hello.
Went by.
And then I think we saw John Dunnigan was here too.
John Dunnigan's right over there, sure enough.
So
we got Dorman Grace over here. He's the chair of the Republican Party, I believe.
He is, yeah. So all of them. Let's see. Let me see.
I see the mayor of Parrish, Bubba Cagle, is
yes,
here.
Bubba Cable came over and gave me a handshake. And you may not know, James Phillips and Bubba Cagle, best friends.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We've been for a long time. And we do the wrestling show together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I remember Bubba Cagle from way back when they did Saturday in the Sun. It was a church, a ministry that they did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was Bubba Cagle, Jake Kilpatrick, Jay Trail.
Yeah, I remember when they all were doing that together. And I think Ryan, Bubba's brother, was involved too.
They go around and doing skits.
Yeah, I remember that. Got my sweet tea here.
And then Bubba had to become a heel in the wrestling world, and just went downhill from there.
Well, but now he's a good guy again.
Oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I hate to say it though. I'm a heel.
I was gonna see if you want to come on in a few minutes once it's over, or just whenever you're good. Just y'all. Okay.
Hey, well, we can do it right now.
Yeah, you want to do it right now?
Let's
come on.
Chief JC Poe.
Sit right here. All right, guys, we got another candidate coming up. Another sheriff candidate actually comes in, and it's Jasper Police Chief JC Poe. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, James. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, and it looks like your numbers are looking good, especially after those Jasper boxes came in.
Yeah, they're not as good as what I was hoping, but we have. I think it's been a clear message from the citizens of Walker County that they wanted a change.
Right, now I really do. Yeah, you can really see that from the numbers.
Yes, and I think the next thing is we've got to understand that we've got to have somebody with the qualifications that can go in there and undo all the mess that he's created.
Right. So that's going to be your key moving forward.
Yes.
Is talking about your experience and that sort of thing.
Yes.
Tell everybody thank you for coming out and supporting you this whole time during the campaign too. I know you want to let everybody know you're thankful.
I appreciate everybody that has supported me during this campaign, and it's been a long one. We've been going for like 13 months now.
I feel like it's been about 3 years.
I do too, because all I've been doing is working at the PD, 40 plus hours a week, and then campaigning.
Yeah.
And that don't leave me much time because I don't do it on Sundays.
Right. You got to take that day off.
Yeah, and people don't want to see, a politician coming and knocking on their door on Sunday.
That's true.
So it's made it very hard for me to get around to see everybody and get my message to people.
Yeah.
But that's what we're going to be working on in the future. And I just hope that the people consider qualifications.
Yeah.
And that's what it's going to take to undo Nick Smith's mess that he's created down there.
It's been an odd night. You don't see an incumbent usually, two-time incumbent, not even make a runoff.
No.
That's a strange sight to see.
And I think that's the clear message that the public has sent to him. They're done with him.
Yeah.
They want new leadership, and they don't want that type, and I think part of that was his age and his immaturity, and not probably doesn't have any oversight at that age that got into that mess.
Right.
There was no check and balances with it.
Right, and that's something you definitely have to have,
yes,
no matter what. No matter who's in charge, there's got to be some checks and balances in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you've got to have that experience and live that life.
Yeah.
And to have that experience and knowledge so that you can do it. And it's just as simple. You wouldn't go and put a principal in a high school that's never taught in the classroom.
Right.
So anyway, that's the message we need to get to everyone.
Well, JC, congratulations on how tonight's gone. It's not over, but it's pretty close to over.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you stopping by to talk to us, and I'll be hollering at you, I'm sure, over the next, before we get to the runoff, see if you want to come on and talk on Live at 9 or something like that one day too. So we'll get you on. But congratulations and thank you for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see you later.
All right.
You hear from JC Poe there. And we got a lot of comments going on there. I think Jonathan Timmons took a break to mediate some comments and stuff. Bobby Gann, I see where you're commenting, but I also wanted you to ask a question a little bit ago about the amendments, and I quit talking about them because the vote was so bad. They're turned down. Nobody's gonna. And I will tell you the most recent number that I had from them is, let's see. This is how a professional does it right here, going through the papers.
Wendell Ball says, bring Nick on. Nick is not here tonight, is he?
Well, see, and I don't know if he's here. I saw him at the mall today campaigning, but his son, and that's one thing I do want to say, if he's not here, his son was graduating tonight from Carbon Hill.
Okay.
Is one thing I overheard him telling somebody.
Okay.
And so he may have not came tonight because his son was graduating. Bobby Gann, again, let me tell you, the amendments for the tax election, both of them are going down, and it's right about the same numbers, 8,400 to 3,500 basically on both of them. It's turned down, so that'll be something that the school boards are going to have to come together and figure out a way to that's a lot of money for the school boards right there.
That is a lot of money.
Man, we've had a full night so far.
And it's not over, but it's almost kind of over.
It's almost over, guys. And if you're just now tuning in, thank you. That's the one thing I want to say more than anything is thank you. We've never done this before as far as the people who are currently at WJLX. Our old buddy Brett Elmore that owned the station before, he loved doing this. He came every election. He did this exact same thing, kept people updated. And there were a lot of times when I worked at the newspaper, I'd come sit just like you are and talk to him through the election, and it was always a lot of fun.
Yep.
And tonight's been a lot of fun.
It has. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I have thoroughly enjoyed it.
Now, you need to do a plug, though, for where people can see you and how people might know you.
All right, so the first way you can see me, go speeding down the road.
Yes.
And I'll find you. 100% I'll find you.
He will. He's got a radar gun and everything.
And
a fast car.
And F-150
Oh,
now.
fast truck, yeah.
But for the people that don't know me, I'm Adam Aaron. I do, now I can't lie, it hasn't been weekly as of late because of softball, and, guys, family is important. If Nick Smith is at his son's graduation,
that's where he needs to be.
That's where he needs to be.
Exactly.
100%. Family should come first. Politics should come on down the line.
Yes.
But Adam Aaron, you can hit me up on Facebook. I'm not hard to find. Just type in Adam Aaron.
Yes.
And there I am. Give me a like. Give me a follow.
All you got to do is look for that pretty face.
Look for this gorgeous mug.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about, I rant and rave sometimes about local elected officials. But we try to focus on some of the good things that goes on in Walker County.
Yes.
You know, we done one about one of the forgotten places, the Townley Rest Area.
Oh yeah, and that's one of my favorite spots in
right.
the county.
You know, I mean the food's not that good, but they got really good restrooms.
Yes.
You know, just try to focus on some of the good things that goes on in Walker County. Around Christmas time, you know, we'll hand out wrapping paper, give away free wrapping paper or gifts to underprivileged kids.
Right.
It's really, I just want to make Walker County a better place for my kids and my grandkids.
Yes. And you call your show Life in the 64.
Life in the 64.
But it's on your Facebook page.
But it is on my Facebook page. I started trying to do a Life in the 64 actual page.
Yeah.
But everybody was already following my page. I was like, we may as well just keep it my page.
Right. But he talks about a lot of that's what I have liked since the beginning of watching it. And you'll see me tune in pretty often. It's always positive things, unless you're going on a rant, but I usually agree with those too.
Right.
And
if you don't, that's okay too.
That's right. We can still be buddies.
That's what I like about this country.
Yeah.
Now, which, you know, a lot of people don't see it like we do.
Right.
James, a lot of people, if you don't agree with them,
then they can't talk to you.
They can't talk to you. They can't be friends with you. They can't be seen with you.
Right.
But
because somebody's going to talk about you for sitting on here with me all night.
Exactly.
They're going to say, "Be careful. Some of that liberalness might rub off on you."
And hey, and that's you know, can I say beehole on air?
Yeah.
The opinions are like buttholes, man.
Exactly.
Everybody's got one. Some stink worse than others.
Right.
But, you know, just because you lean a little more liberal, I lean a little more conservative, that don't mean that we can't find common ground.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm not always going to agree with you. You're not always going to agree with me. But you know what? We're both Americans.
Right. And we both want what's best for our country.
Not only the country, our city, our county, and our community.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It all trickles down to your immediate area that you live in.
Yeah, it does.
And, you know, that's the platform that I like to present is more of the positive stuff. Now, look, everybody out there, I do owe everybody an apology.
Uh-oh.
I 100% had planned on getting the sheriff candidates on and the representatives. But with softball going on, you know, my daughter she's an 8th grader starting for Curry varsity.
Right.
So as a dad, I'm not missing that.
Yeah, you got to be there.
You know what I mean? So, well, look at this beautiful lady here.
Susie Odom.
Recently retired.
Already been a guest on my show after she retired.
Citizen Susie.
Yeah.
Citizen Susie.
And I got so many compliments from a lot of the men in the county.
Ooh.
They were happy to see Susie on there.
Well,
yeah.
Susie's married.
She is, long time married. And that husband will whoop you,
yes,
too.
Yes, he will.
Somebody called me old on Facebook, and I got real upset.
Oh, no.
That's fighting words.
How much longer do you think we're going to have? You know this process better than anybody.
We've had a little bit of problems. They got it together, so maybe here in just a few minutes I'll get the last
Susie, you want to sit here and give your expertise?
I'm so happy. I don't know what I might say.
We better keep her off the air.
You've been getting hate mail.
It's been a good night for her, though. She's happy.
She is. Susie Odom is very happy. Susie Odom is very happy. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. And I was in the middle of telling people, though, we appreciate you guys tuning in because there's no point of us just sitting here babbling if nobody's watching.
That's exactly right.
And we've had a ton of viewers all night long.
You know, so it looks like, what, 660?
Right now, that's just right now. That's watching live right now at this moment is 660.
I love the fact that people care enough to tune in and keep up with it.
Yeah, and this has been something people have wanted to know about. Let me scroll up and see what everybody else is. Patrick Bolak said, "Common ground with James and Adam coming soon to WJLX."
James, that's got a ring to it.
It does have a ring to it.
We could bring different perspectives from different sides, but ultimately we still want the same thing.
Exactly. That's exactly the thing.
That's exactly right.
And you know, like I will admit that for Walker County, I'm a tad bit more left than most. I feel myself like I'm moderate.
Right.
But for Walker County, definitely more on the left side of things. But I've always been that way. My whole life I've been that way. And all my friends are, you know, conservatives.
Right.
All my friends are, well, not all of them, but a good majority, you know. And that doesn't that doesn't break a friendship.
It does. Well, you know, and I don't know if you've heard me talk about it on Life in the 64. My grandfather is a hardcore Democrat. You could put a one-armed purple Oompa Loompa on the Democratic ticket, and that's who he's going to vote for.
Exactly.
And that's fine, because guess what? That's his freedom to do that.
That's exactly what he can do. Now, me, I'm registered as an independent, and hopefully I'll always be registered as an independent.
Right.
And I vote for both sides.
All right, so since you brought that up, and we have an audience watching, explain sort of how that works as an independent when it comes to primaries, things of the sort. Because, you know, most people here is either going to be Democrat or Republican.
Right.
I don't know how many independents we actually have that's a registered independent.
Right.
Explain that, how that works.
And I registered at 18 as an independent.
Okay.
But basically, it's the way the state is now as an independent. I can go to a primary and I can say if I want the Republican or the Democratic. And like today, I voted on the Republican primary because that's where most of our local, or all of our local, was at. Now, there was some talk in the legislature. I don't think they passed it this year, but there was some talk that you have to, if you were going to participate in a primary, that you would have to be registered as a Republican or as a Democrat to get that ballot. And then then an independent wouldn't be able to vote until the general election.
So let me ask you, what is your personal thoughts on that?
My personal thoughts is I think this is America, and that I should be able to vote on whichever one I want to, and I shouldn't be handcuffed to have to go to one, is my personal. I can see, you know, that the Republican Party may not want a bunch of independents, liberal people to cross over to vote. But I don't think you get that a whole lot, you know.
Dang, is my arms that wide on there, James? Is that really how farmer's tan really?
Man, you do have a farmer's tan on there.
You know, I don't think on a county level there is enough of an independent swing to where
that's not going to change anything. Right.
Now, if you break that down on a national level, I might could understand that on a national level a little more. But I think as far as a local level, I don't think that would have enough of a bearing on it.
I don't either. And my personal opinion is at the county level, I don't think we should even have parties. I think it should be just like a municipal election where you don't choose a party. You're your own person, and you get voted on for being your own person.
Yep, and you choose whoever that person is that you feel is the best candidate.
And then people aren't just voting by R's and D's.
Yep.
They have to figure out which person they like is the best person.
I like that idea.
Tell you guys how much I love you.
Hey, we love you too.
Well, hey there, John.
That was the most wholesome political exchange on Walker County radio in a long time.
Well, you got two.
Awesome.
You got two intelligent people sitting here, Timmons.
Well, you've got one intelligent person and one that bull craps a lot.
Oh, that's me. Ask Timmons. He has to work with me. This was funny here. Oh, no. I don't know what Nick Norris is saying. He's going to the movies somewhere. I'm trying to look at these.
Him and Patrick Hanna have just been having their own personal conversation in the private, or in the
chat. Okay.
Yeah, there's Brian Baker checking in. So
hey, but I mean, John, I'll be honest. If y'all are monetized and they're having their own conversation,
that's just helping us.
That's just helping y'all out.
Great.
Right.
This is great for business, Adam.
Keep talking about those movies.
Right. Yeah. We'll talk about anything they want to talk about. And I saw a minute ago, my buddy Lance Gardner. He said I was ignoring him and wasn't mentioning him. So I got to say thanks for watching Lance. He's a big wrestling fan and old school East Walker County guy.
He's been a supporter of the radio station for a long time.
Yeah, he was a big Brad Elmore friend too. I was just talking to Timmons earlier about how, you know, this is our first time to do this, and we appreciate everybody tuning in and all the nice words that they've had to say, because I mean, there's a lot that goes into this sort of thing, and Brett had done it all the time, and he loved doing these things. So I'm happy to be able to kind of continue that tradition that Brett started.
Well, we got to have Adam back, right? I mean, with the next election, I mean, we'll have a primary, but we're going to have a runoff, right?
Yeah, we'll have a runoff coming up in June.
That is true.
And Adam, the biggest thing is
live coverage for one runoff, probably not, right?
Well, it is the sheriff's race, so I wouldn't say we'd go wall to wall like we are here, but we'd probably do some live videos on Facebook breaking in and out.
Yeah,
probably be the plan. But and I actually sent Adam a message the other day to see if he was. I think I did.
It was today.
Was it today?
I think it was today.
Okay. Sometime when you're not.
Wait, maybe not. I don't know.
Sometime when you're not on the streets patrolling, before any of the elections, I'd like you to come in and us just kind of talk like we're talking tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I didn't know what your daytime schedule's like most of the time.
Most of the time, I'm a Monday through Friday-ish kind of guy. But like I was off Monday, so
yeah.
We can definitely make it happen. If I know in advance, well, I think we could definitely make it happen.
We can
better in Walker County.
You'll do it.
I'll do it.
There we go. I like that. Former probate judge Rick Allison saying hey to us.
Everybody's coming out tonight.
Everybody's here tonight.
I almost feel like we're at a movie premiere where all of the notoriety people show up and walk the red carpet.
I was thinking a family reunion because I think all of us in here are probably kin somehow.
One way or another.
Yeah.
One way or another.
There you go. Here's another one. Check that one in the chat right there.
Good job, guys. But James, Adam can. Where did we go? We lost it there. Don't make me do like Woody and start screaming when things get bouncing around.
Nah, how do you scroll up?
We lost him. Keith Davis, you can't believe anything he says.
I can believe that.
Some of my favorite times when I did Leadership Walker County, Keith Davis was in there too. And, he's as Republican as you can get.
Yes.
But a super.
And that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He said Adam cannot have his spot on our radio show.
Oh, man. Dang.
Because I've joked around that Keith could come in and do the show with me some.
Right.
Because we almost got kicked out of Leadership Walker County multiple times for just being back there goofing around and laughing.
Well, laughter does the soul good.
It really does.
Man, well, it's like some of these dang politicians are so stiff-necked and, all the... Man.
I try to get them to laugh a little bit when they come on my show. I'll say something to get them,
Well, I do too, and I get that look like you're a dummy.
Exactly.
You little dummy.
But see, they all know that about me because I've been doing it for 30 years. So they already know I'm a weirdo.
Right.
I'll say whatever.
Not right that I agree.
You are agreeing.
Yeah, well, I mean, right.
Patrick Bolak sent #free Timmons.
That's follows up with Jim Odom had texted it earlier, and he said, "Shout out to the Wi-Fi at the Motel 6 you're staying at."
Yehuda.
It's almost as good as the Wi-Fi at Adam's house.
Hey, no, we ain't even gonna go there. So Yehuda said Adam Aaron for police chief.
Of which town? We're talking about Jasper?
Jasper. But I feel like that's like you have to apply for that and go.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Yeah, you're going to have to take a test.
You have to start out in parish.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm out of luck.
All right. I know a guy though, Bubba Cagle he would hire you.
Ironically enough, speaking of parish, and Nick Smith, when he was the chief of parish, I was looking at getting into police work, and I had actually went down there and talked to Nick Smith about possibly sponsoring me and sending me to the academy, which obviously that's not the route that I chose to go. But yeah, so it's crazy that Timmons would say you only start out at parish because I was this close.
You almost
to
did
going to parish.
Wow. Let's see what we got. Timmons is a Marriott man, is what somebody just said.
Casey, I'm already the mayor of Piney Woods, buddy.
Oh no, Adam Stacks.
Oh man, there's another one.
You're a piece of scumbucket.
That's a lot.
Adam helps us with wrestling as well.
He was a part of that Saturday in the Sun.
Yeah. So we've and we did talk to Susie Odom a minute ago, and she thinks that we should have somebody on here pretty quick. Hey, Adam, why don't you go over and grab Mike Elliott and tell him to come talk to us?
Okay. All right. Hey, Mike. Did you see how I did that?
That was good. Yeah, I said go grab him.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done that.
Very professional.
That's how we do it. We just yell across the room at you, Mike.
Hey, I heard that.
Hey, congratulations. It looks like things are going to come out in your favor.
Hey, we were very, very excited. The numbers were showing that we were going to win, but you never know until that vote comes in. And as the numbers were coming in from the precincts, we kept getting bigger and bigger with the vote tally. And so, yeah, we felt good about it. And there's only like 5 boxes still left out in our district.
Yeah.
And, we're up 1,600 votes, and I think that's going to be good enough.
Yeah. Now, what do you think was the difference? It's tough to beat an incumbent, even though he hadn't been in there long.
Well, I think we were honest. I think we stuck to our game plan as far as running a clean campaign. We didn't do any smear tactics, and we didn't take any out-of-state money. We stayed locally, and I think we related to the public more than the opponent did.
Right.
And I think he did a good job as far as running a race, but he went about it different than what I did, and I think that was the difference. I think we stuck to the guns of just staying committed to what we were going to do for Walker County, and I think as I look back, I made some mistakes along the way.
Yeah.
And that's just it's just like in a marriage. It's like in starting a new job. You're going to make mistakes, but I learned, and I was very, very fortunate I talked with a lot of people in Jasper, Josh Gates, the mayor, Mike Putnam on Main Street, and we feel very strong about that, and we're excited.
Yeah.
And I think Jasper's got the ball rolling for other communities in Walker County, and the people are excited, and I think we're going to work together to really make Jasper and Walker County grow.
Well, I would think this has got to mean a lot to you. It's your first time jumping into politics.
Oh, yes, sir.
And it's got to mean a lot to you and show that the work you've done in the school system over these years has really made a difference in people's lives.
I think if I look back on everything, I think that was probably the biggest thing, because of the students that I've taught in the past. They got out and voted. Their parents got out and voted. And then, I had such strong support in Jasper. That was, I cannot thank Jasper. And listen, other places too.
Right.
But Jasper really, we did very well in Jasper. We did well everywhere. Now, we were so excited that the people believed in us, and we are going to continue to follow the people, because that's who we're serving. We're not serving anybody but the people.
Right. Well, Mike, congratulations, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming by and talking to me on Live at 9, too.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. We'll see you later.
Timmons, can you hear me?
Hey, Timmons is checking in. Can you hear him?
Yes.
Coach, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Coach, I got a quick question. After I got done voting this morning at 7 a.m., I saw you on 9th Avenue pulling up signs.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I thought that was something we need to do. I mean, because people were tired of looking at signs, tired of the mail-outs, and we thought we need to go ahead and get started because the hay was already in the barn, and we needed to, start cleaning up Walker County, because, listen, people were sick and tired of seeing the signs. I mean, I'm just being honest about that.
Yeah.
I love it. I loved it when I saw it. I mean, I wanted to pull over and shake your hand right then. I did feel good about leaving the polls and see you right there on 9th
and that's
Avenue.
the thing.
Thank you.
I told the people, yes, sir. I told the people that I was going to work hard, and I'm going to continue to work hard. And getting up those signs is part of working hard, because they allow me to put those signs out. And now it's my time to go out there and get them up. So, man, we're so excited about this, and we're looking forward to watching Jasper and the rest of Walker County grow, and we're going to work hard to make sure that happens.
All right. Well, thank you, Mike. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes,
have
sir.
a good rest of the evening.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Everybody, that's Mike Elliott, who looking like it's to the point now where he will be our next representative for District 13. We've still got, in case anybody's wondering, we do have 4 or 5 boxes out, just waiting on those to come in. We've picked up a good crowd here tonight.
I was about to say, there's probably 200.
I'd say 200 or so, yeah.
I see the infamous Kimmy Kitten.
Oh, yeah, I did see it. What'd you say, Timmons?
I said, well, we got way more people in the chat.
Yeah, we do have way more people in the chat. Currently, all at one time watching. We've got 603 people watching right now. That's
awesome.
A huge number.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the overall numbers for the night have been. And we don't do this for ratings.
Right.
But it's always fun to kind of see how many people have watched something.
Tune in.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
And it definitely helps us to be able to say we reach this many people, you know.
Because ultimately that's what it's all about.
Let's see what else we got here.
I'm with Nicole good enough. Where are these other boxes? We haven't had an update in.
Yeah, it's been quite a while now. When Susie Odom walked by and was talking to us off the air, she was saying that they had a little issue. She did not go into saying what that issue was, but it could have been anything from somebody forgetting a key to get into the box, or it could have been they were having problems getting the paperwork to load at their spot before they came here. There's all kind of things that could happen.
Lots of problems that could happen.
Yeah. But luckily it looks like, I mean, we're at, what, 9 o'clock now? Have we gotten to 9 o'clock yet?
9:30.
Oh, we're at 9:30. Wow, time has just flown by.
Hey, William Hale, let me know, good sir. Let me know about the media.
I'm doing great. I want you to come over and talk to me right now, if you will.
Come on. Ladies, should give him the big introduction.
Give him that big introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. If you don't live long enough, you will eventually get to meet this man.
Yeah, if Jesus doesn't come back.
That's a fact. Trent Kennedy. Trent McCluskey.
Trent McCluskey.
You know, I've called him that about 3 times.
Uh-oh, be careful now.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't either. We're not talking about that tonight. All right. Now I'm going to tell you, now that the votes are in and everything's over with, one of my favorite people in the world is joining us right now, Trent McCluskey.
Well, that's mutual.
Well, I appreciate that.
Family and just all of Walker County.
Yeah. Now, what can you say about all the support you have really, from the get-go tonight, been in the lead by a large margin? What can you say about the support that you've gotten?
Tremendous public trust, and we will not abuse it.
Yeah.
We will protect that trust by performing up to standards, by giving a timely response, and by ensuring that people understand why we do what we do and why we don't do things they may wish we did do.
Right. Well, and I think that's going to be the key, especially in that position at this time, is to be transparent and to let the community know what's happening.
We walk with a purpose. We walk with a mission. It doesn't mean that we are so focused that we forget we're a community. We are bound together with threads of love in Walker County. And with that in mind, we don't get that fuzzy feeling to the point that the rule of law is abandoned.
Right.
So we nurture our emotional well-being. We certainly harvest our spiritual well-being, and we do so within the legal realms of the Alabama state law.
And I know you've been having a big party across the hallway all night,
Well,
haven't you?
we had some food. It is a party when it turns out like this.
That's right.
But
I think my wife and kids came over there and raided the food for sure.
There's plenty of food left. I hope everybody will go get some food. But we want folks to know that as this approaches, this is not the end of a campaign. This is the beginning of preparation for a different level of performance.
Now, with the coroner's position, when will you take over as coroner?
It is my understanding it's either January 11 or January 18. I believe it's January 18. Tonight, hopefully, we're being entrusted with the nomination of the Republican Party, and then we will move forward to a November general election.
Right, and you wouldn't have an opponent necessarily, but there could be write-in votes.
That's correct.
Yeah. Well, Trent, congratulations. I think you've ran a fantastic campaign, clean campaign, and it's a reflection of the person that you are.
Well, and I'll say this. Even for those who don't necessarily agree, and those that want to challenge any credential, those that want to differ, we're still Walker County.
That's right.
We're still a community, and I did not run against a person. I ran for an office. I ran with a vision, and I ran so that we could improve the service that we give to families in their darkest hour and hopefully help to carry that burden.
I think so, and I do think Walker County has a lot of healing to do.
Yes.
And I hope that tonight's the first step in that direction.
I agree. Yeah.
Well, Trent, thank you so much and congratulations. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Guys, you heard from Trent McCluskey there. Let's see, we got a lot of comments coming in, just checking through, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Jonathan Timmons, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me, man?
I can hear you. Man, I hate that you're not here, though, because this would be a lot of fun for you, for sure.
Yeah. Have you already dipped into the refreshments there, huh?
I got my tea. Actually, it was somebody from one of the parties next door brought me some tea. And I'm hoping that my wife's going to go make me a to-go box is what I really want.
It's been a long night, dude.
It has been a long night.
I've got my dinner in the refrigerator still. When I went to Walmart to get a couple chargers, I was like, just picked up some quick dinner from microwave. Haven't had a chance.
And the thing is, I got to be up in the morning and do live at 9 too.
Yeah, you just want to camp out at the studio tonight?
I may do that. And I've got... I'm getting. It's actually
People talking to you, right?
Your aunt is talking to me right now, like I'm not sitting here on the air.
Right. Imagine that.
But no, and tomorrow morning we got you were actually the person who put this guy in my direction. It's Trent. Is it Bailey? Trent Bailey?
Yeah, that's our good friend Trent Bailey. He's a fellow Rotarian, and he had reached out.
And Trent sent me.
I've talked to him.
I'll be posting once I leave here. I'm going to post about Trent and just let people know who he is and what he does. But I'll read it here over the air real quick. Trent Bailey's been a resident of Dora, Alabama since 2024. He has worked for Bradford Health Services for 4 years, helping those struggling with alcohol and drugs. He's Bradford's territory manager for Walker County and 10 other surrounding counties. In his free time, Trent is active at Parish Church of Christ, Jasper Rotary Club, and Bagley Elementary PTO. So can't wait to have him in to talk about it. And this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, so I thought that's a perfect time to have somebody from Bradford on.
Yeah, good folks there. And, I know probably people maybe wanting to hear some recap of the coverage tonight, but I think it'd be okay to move on for a minute.
Yeah, you think we need to take a break?
Oh, no, I meant tomorrow morning, but...
tomorrow morning,
yeah. To take a break if you wanted to go track down something to eat real quick.
Oh, no, I'm not going to take that long a break, but I'm just looking for... I see Richard Fikes moving around again. We talked about how he walks with a purpose, so he looks like he may be having some information for us soon. I hope that's the case.
Here we go.
How have you, since you're not here, you're on the road, what have you thought about tonight's coverage? It's your first time, too, to be really paying attention to this as much as we are now. What's been your thought?
I'm proud of what we're doing. I'm proud of what the radio station is doing. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of Macaulay and the studio. I'm proud of the whole crew.
Yeah.
And that's all listening tonight, getting in the chat. This has not been easy to do, and we've worked hard to get to this point.
Right.
Of being able to do it.
I've got several people calling me right now, like I'm not on the air, and some of them I don't even know who it is. Have you been surprised by anything that you've seen tonight?
Yeah, I mean, the sheriff's race, obviously, right?
Right.
I was very confident there would be a runoff, but I am surprised by the two it's going to be a runoff between.
Just between who? Yep.
Right.
That was my thoughts.
We did think it would be a runoff, but seeing I've said this several times now, two-term incumbent lose. That's a powerful message from the people of Walker County.
Well, to me, what polls that you see people put out, which ones do you trust?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Each candidate was putting out a poll that was slightly in their favor.
Right,
know, so it's like, how do you know what to believe versus, okay, this is total BS?
Right, yeah. Well, and we had polls. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you ever see any polls from JC Poe?
I don't think I did see a poll that came from his direction. Really.
I haven't.
Yeah, and most of them have been Smith.
Yeah.
3 boxes.
3 boxes left is what Adam just said.
Yep.
Do we know who they are?
Boxes.
Did you ask?
I didn't. You want me to go?
Yeah, see who it is. We need to see who's holding us up.
I'll go ask.
What's this? Here we go. I'm teaching you some journalism 101.
He's just going to yell at somebody.
And he's going to get up and do like me. He's going to go up there and they're going to give him 3 names. And by the time he walks back over here, he's going to remember one of them.
So, but we were, I mean, like the last update we got was 40 of 47.
Right. And I believe we will only have 45, maybe 46 out of 47 tonight. One of them is definitely the provisional ballots that don't get counted yet. Those are the ones that would have a question if they will be counted or not. But
so that's what I'm asking about right now, Jim Odom and Jenny Odom. I'm trying to get that ticker updated so I can go to bed.
We all want to go to bed. All right, Adam's back to tell us. Well, who we missing here?
The only one we're waiting on now is Carbon Hill.
Carbon Hill. Now, I'll tell you what. That's interesting. That's interesting that Carbon Hill is the only one left, because that'll be a huge box for Nick Smith, more than likely.
A big box.
I don't know if it'll be big enough to change anything.
So what's the last numbers that we've had several folks coming in?
Yeah, let's see. The last numbers that we had, and it's on the ticker too.
We don't have any updates since 40.
Right, 40 boxes is the last numbers. And the distance between JC Poe and Nick Smith was JC 4,143 votes, Nick Smith 2,589 votes.
Okay.
So, I mean, that would take a huge
number.
Yeah.
To break into the number 2 spot.
Right, it would.
Can we go in and call Alan Estelle out of it?
Alan Estelle will not be in the runoff. I will tell you that. What'd you say?
James, like you said, there will only be 46 to be released tonight, as provisionals are counted next week.
Yeah, they're counted next. It'll be a week from today. That's when they will count those. And it's usually, provisionals are typically a handful of votes. I'd say 30 to 50 at the most, really. And so it's not going to be enough to change anything. But everybody does want their vote counted if it needs to be counted.
As it should be.
Right, yeah.
As it absolutely should be.
And that's one thing that we've heard a lot of is voter fraud and things like that. But, I mean, the state came out with a study, and in the last election, there were like 2 cases in Walker County of a vote that didn't count because it would have been fraudulent.
Right.
So it's not a major thing.
Yet not going to be a make or a break.
Not at all.
I see Dennis Willingham has arrived. I don't know if he's been here or not.
Oh, yeah. Well, Dennis, I know he was next door. I got invited to come by at Warehouse 319. He was having a little gathering.
I mean, he is probably the tallest person here, so he's usually easy to spot in a crowd.
Yeah, he's got that shiny head like us, too.
Yeah, well, I was just looking. I'm like, man, I got my farmer's tan going on.
A better jump shot, probably. I'll tell you what, Dennis Willingham liked to go to that hook. He'd do a right-handed hook.
Shot.
Oh, yeah. And he'd get it.
Well, I'm not a basketball player.
I've fouled him hard many times. Just for the fun of it.
I mean, I have a hard time winning a game of pig.
Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. Brianna Ford Lee, I was happy to see my generation actually out voting. The younger generation is paying attention, and I do think there's some evidence to that.
I do too. Do we have numbers?
We don't have any way to know those numbers. I'm judging from my own house, is that I had 2 daughters who voted for the first time ever today. Awesome. And they were extremely happy to be able to do that.
Good for them. That is awesome.
And I haven't heard from my son today. He's 23 and he's voted before. I hope he turned out to vote today. If not, Dad's going to let him have it.
As Dad should.
Right.
As Dad should.
I'm trying to see what else we got. Everybody is commenting, and I appreciate it. Go ahead, Timmons.
Lately.
Somebody just said,
take a break.
Cameron Melcher just said, ain't no ham like a Willingham party at Warehouse 319 right now. So they're all happy over there. Yeah, let's take a break, and I'm going to try to track down.
I was going to say, we'll see if we can get Dennis.
Yeah, try to get Dennis over here. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back here on WJLX in about 2 minutes on WJLX. Be right back on our YouTube and Facebook. All right, and we are back here at the Jasper Civic Center. James Phillips here on WJLX, and now I'm joined by Dennis Willingham and his lovely wife, and you guys have got a lot to celebrate tonight.
We do. It's been a great night, James.
Y'all been having fun at Warehouse, right?
We have Warehouse 319. We've had a lot of supporters there. We ordered food for 80, and all the food's gone. So I don't know how many people came through, but we had a lot of supporters.
I sent several people over there. I just said, go over there. He's going to need people to eat all that food. And somebody did comment a minute ago that there ain't no ham like a Willingham party at Warehouse 319. So.
Ain't no ham like a Willingham. That sign was hung big on the wall there.
Right.
Yeah, it was. It absolutely was.
Now, what can you say for everybody that turned out to support you today?
You know, just overwhelmed by the support. It's amazing. Supporters are fantastic. Just a lot of the comments that have been made to me throughout this campaign have been very humbling and very greatly appreciated as well. But James, I want to say, you know, we've had a great plan, we've had a vision, and we followed through with that vision. And God has really blessed the school system the last few years.
Definitely has.
And so we're just thankful that we're able to continue. We've not fulfilled everything within our plan yet, and we're thankful that we're able to continue to fulfill all the great things that are ahead for the Walker County school system.
Oh, yeah. Now, I do have to put on my regular journalist hat because I have a question.
Yeah.
With the amendments being voted down,
yeah.
How bad is that going to affect the county school system?
So that's not going to affect our funding because state law says that you receive 10 meals.
Okay.
So we are at 10 meals.
Okay.
So the state is still going to have to give us 10 meals for funding.
Right.
Really, moving forward, if we ever wanted to increase our funding, we would have to have another vote for maybe a meal or 2 meals. So what this means is we have to have another vote to overturn the vote that just happened,
right?
And then another vote to get another meal.
I got you.
I don't foresee that happening in the near future.
Yeah.
And so we didn't really push that because
that was my question.
We knew we would not be losing funding.
Okay, because
we did not push that.
Neither school board really pushed that vote.
Yep.
And I was saying that earlier is that I found that odd that y'all didn't push it.
Yep.
But that makes sense hearing you say it.
It was just a renewal. It was
right, I knew it was a renewal.
Tax.
Yeah.
It's not going to be any type of burden on anyone.
Right, right.
So that's kind of where we are with that.
Yeah, okay, well, good. I'm glad it won't affect things too much.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say before you go?
I want to say thank you to this lady here. People don't realize what your family goes through during a campaign.
Oh, my gracious,
I want to say this has been a good, clean campaign, and I appreciate that. But couldn't do it without Jennifer, my wife.
Now, how many years have y'all been married now? Because I've seen this lovely lady by your side for a long time.
All right. Now, look at you trying to get me in
trouble. I'm trying to get you in trouble.
We're coming up on 27 years this summer.
Andrea and I are 27 years as well this summer.
Summer. July.
Ours is June 5th.
Okay. You're a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I tell you, my son, Dre, my daughter, Bella, and her husband, Cannon, just a fantastic family for a superintendent and also to run a campaign with. They have been just behind me every step of the way, and I'm a very, very blessed man.
Well, I just want to congratulate you and can't wait to keep working with you the way that we do. And I hope we do a good job of covering the schools and always are helpful to the things that you guys need to accomplish.
Thank you, James. And you do. You guys are wonderful partners. You promote our kids. You promote the great things that we've got going on, and we're excited for 4 more years of great things.
Yeah, definitely are.
Yep.
Well, thank you, guys. I know you got plenty of people you want to go hug necks and shake hands.
Yeah.
And you want to go to bed, too.
At some point, yeah, because I'm going to work in the morning, but, that's okay.
But, hey, at least all the food's gone. You don't have to pack all that up and worry about that.
Exactly. But thank you, James, and thank you to all the supporters. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
Well, congratulations.
Right.
Have a great night.
Thanks, James.
Good to see you.
All right. Thank you.
And there you hear from Dr. Dennis Willingham there. He'll be the superintendent for, well, it's not completely over. He'll be running in November, and it'll be an independent, Mary Slaughter, who will be running against him. But it is tough for independents a lot of times to get traction. Now, we've got a lot of people that have showed up, and I feel like I'm getting a little crowded over here. I'm sure there's several people that don't love James Phillips. I was saying we got a lot of people that have showed up. I'm getting a little crowded in here.
It is getting crowded, and I just heard that Carbon Hill is almost here.
Almost here. So that's all we're waiting on is Carbon Hill to get here, and as soon as it does, we'll have you. But I will go ahead and we'll recount. You can see it on the ticker.
Yep.
But as well, just to let people know kind of where we stand in the sheriff's race. Jason Akins, 5,021 votes. That's 42% of the vote. Alan Estelle, 145. That's 1.22%, in case you want to know.
I did that in my head real quick.
JC Poe, 4,143. That's 34%. And Nick Smith, 2,589. That's 21%. So it looks like, unless something huge changes with Carbon Hill coming in, it sure looks like it'll be Jason Akins and JC Poe in a runoff for the sheriff's race.
Absolutely.
Dennis Willingham, we just talked to him. He's going to win about 70% is where he's at now, and so he'll be winning that race. And then we've got also Trent McCluskey. We've already talked to him too. 8,483 votes compared to Danielle Calloway's 2,675. Tana Collins Allred's going to end up being the executive committee representative over Greg Fannin, and then also Allison Jones over Iva Hendon. All the amendments were voted down in Walker County, and then in our representative vote, District 13, Mike Elliott, 4,958. Greg Barnes, 3,483. And that's with 5 boxes left.
Okay.
Probably 4 boxes actually, because the provisional won't count.
So that's 1,000 votes separating right there.
Yeah.
Which is pretty significant.
Yeah, pretty significant lead. So I think really for all the races, we can pretty much call them, but we do want to wait on that.
Yeah, man, I tell you, that picture of John Timmons that just popped up for a second, I thought Hank was calling in.
Is that what he looked like in high school? I want to see a Timmons picture from, like, really elementary school.
No.
You've got one somewhere, huh? we got.
I probably can get one somewhere, but you're going to say, Timmons, your senior year, you look like you was fixing to hit puberty.
It's senior year, right?
I didn't. Yeah. Maybe I think I hit puberty in Iraq.
That was it.
Well, see, so when we graduated,
that'll put some hair on your
chest.
Yeah.
Chest.
Yeah.
John was always young looking. Had a young face. When he was in the Marines, I seen him at Hooters one night when he had just got home. John, you may not even remember it. He had about 4 pitchers of beer over there.
Yeah.
So John may not remember it, but I seen him at Hooters, and I was like, who in the world? Dude, who are you?
Where'd this guy come from?
You favor John Timmons, but
yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, he was skinny, buffed up, looked like a bad A.
Yeah. Oh, he is one.
He is.
I saw him one night at an establishment that is now closed, and I believe that Timmons was wearing fairy wings, and almost and had to threaten a couple people.
Almost had to fight a guy.
Yeah, almost had to fight a guy with fairy wings on. And let me tell you something: you don't mess with a Marine wearing fairy wings.
I wouldn't mess with somebody who was not a Marine wearing fairy wings.
Because they're going to be a bad butt if they're in public like that.
Well, I mean, I was thinking I may go into it thinking it's a fight, and they may go into it thinking it's something else.
Oh, you might get a big hug.
Right.
I got you. I see what you're saying. Trying to see. I saw somebody a second ago commented, and they said, so what's this mean for sheriff? Who's winning sheriff? And we just broke it down. Sheriff will go to a runoff more than likely unless we see something change. And if the numbers stay the way they are right now, that means that it will be Jason Akins and JC Poe in a runoff. That's in late June. I'm not sure on the date off the top of my head, but it's going to be somewhere around June 20th in that area.
I think it's June the 19th.
I think that's right, too.
I think it's June the 19th because I know it's just right at a month.
Yeah.
Because I was surprised at how fast of a turnaround it is for that vote.
Right.
So let me ask you this.
Wow, say that again. Say that one again. Say that date again.
I believe it's June 19th.
And I can look on my phone. It's going to be on a Tuesday because they always do it on Tuesday. There's nothing else happening on Tuesday.
I was going to pick my phone up, but my wife has done said you're picking up your phone an awful lot.
Oh, that means you're not interested in what we're saying.
I got to put that phone back.
And I pick my phone up a good bit, but usually it's because somebody is texting about what's going on
we
here.
We have to coordinate.
June, I think it's actually June 23rd.
That could be.
That's a Tuesday. Yeah.
What's the Tuesday before that?
16. It's either going to be 16th or 23rd. Now we got.
It's the 16th.
All boxes reporting. You're going to hear some people chanting and screaming here in a few minutes.
First, the State Democratic Executive Committee District number 13. Tina Bowen, 324. Sheila Dougal, 295. State Democratic Executive Committee District.
He started in the Democrats, guys, which is something nobody here is really worried about.
District 14 is James Kinsman, 57, and Darren Mitchell, 116.
Everybody's sitting here saying, hey, hurry up, get to that sheriff's office.
Election 4,191. Against 10,126. 3.8 mil tax election 4,149. Against 10,142.
So what he just announced there were the amendments in the county, and there were 10,000 people against it.
That's a lot of people.
It is. Republican Executive Committee coming up now.
Collins Allred, 7,277. Greg Fannin, 5,097. And Ava Hendon and the other
Tana Collins won by a couple thousand votes there.
Allison Jones, 8,613.
And then Allison Jones won her election.
Yep.
Greg Barnes, 4,312. Mike Elliott, 5,870.
So Mike Elliott's
won.
He will be the new representative for District 13. Won by about, what was it, about 1,200 votes or so?
Walker County Coroner, Danielle Calloway, 3,212. Trent McCluskey, 10,000.
Trent McCluskey did just about as good as the amendments did getting voted down. He got 10,000 votes for him.
That's a blowout.
That is.
Diane Williams, 4,164. Dennis Willingham, 9,252.
Dennis Willingham almost got to 10,000 too. He had a good turnout there.
Walker County Sheriff's Race. Jason Akins, 5,993. JC Poe, 4,930. Nick Smith, 3,144.
He's out.
Wow. Wow.
You can hear the crowd there. And that was the sheriff's race. It will be a runoff between Jason Akins and JC Poe. And current Sheriff Nick Smith will not be elected.
He will not be back in office.
Did you get those numbers, Tim?
Yeah, Akins 5,993, Poe 4,930.
Wow.
Smith 3,144.
And I mean, I think that's if nothing else, that is a huge statement from the people of Walker County.
Absolutely.
On that race in particular.
That's about. Let me do some quick math real quick. What have I got here? That's about 13,500 total voters there.
Oh.
14,000. It'd be closer to 14,000.
The total voters in the Republican Party were 14,349.
Pass me that cup.
There you go.
We're gonna
send me those numbers.
Yeah, I'll send you everything. There'll be five pictures that'll be coming to you, so you can see everything. I will tell everybody that I am very proud of Walker County. The last time we had an election. What's up? There we go.
In Never Never Land.
The last time we had an election, in that special election last year, we only had a turnout of 9%.
Yep.
Which is terrible.
So what would the percentage
of
this one be?
Our turnout tonight, 31%. I think that's a very good number.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than it was looking when it first started.
Right, definitely. Because we were talking earlier, hit or miss in some places.
Yes.
But I think 31% is a nice turnout. One of the higher ones I've seen lately.
I think it is.
Timmons, do you want me to go over the numbers one more time before we cut it off for the night?
Yeah.
All right, we talked about turnout there, so about 31%. That's outstanding, Walker County. Good job of getting out and letting people hear your voice.
I'm going to cut out.
All right, Adam Aaron, I appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Never Never Land, I appreciate it.
There you
Timmons,
go.
Appreciate you, Adam.
Love you guys. Let's do this again.
Let's do it again, for sure. All right, Adam Aaron's heading out for the night. He's got to get up early and be policing in the morning. Let's see. Let's get to the local numbers last time with all the boxes in.
46 of 47, right?
46 of 47 in. This will be 29. Unofficial results. This will be 29 of 30 in for Mike Elliott and Greg Barnes. Mike Elliott with 5,875. Greg Barnes with 4,312. So Mike Elliott will now be the new representative for District 13. I guess he will go on to the general election in November, but nobody else is qualified, so he'll be the only one on there. It'll be run-ins, write-ins besides that. Then we go to the Walker County Sheriff's race, which is the one everybody's been talking about. Everybody wants to know. Jason Akins, 5,993 people voted for him.
So he was at 5,021 with 40 of 47. Just a heads up there.
That's right. JC Poe, 4,930 people. That's 34%. Nick Smith, 3,144. That's 22%. Alan Estelle, 176. That's 1.2%. And there were 8 overvotes and 98 undervotes. So that means 98 people did not vote in that category. They didn't like any of them. But so that'll be a that'll be a runoff on June the 16th. Will be a runoff for the sheriff's office. So that's when that will be. Tuesday, June 16th. Dennis Willingham, what'd you say?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Dennis Willingham, 9,252, which is 68%. To Diane Williams is 4,264. That's 31%. Walker County Coroner, Trent McCluskey, 10,146. To Daniel Calloway's 3,212. McCluskey wins with almost 76% of the vote.
Give me that one more time. 10,000.
10,146. Daniel Calloway, 3,212. And then in the executive committee votes, Tana Collins Allred, 7,277. To Greg Fannon's 5,097.
Give me Barnes and Elliott again.
Well, let me give you one more. It's Allison Jones and Iva Hendon.
Oh, sorry.
For the Republican Executive Committee again, Allison Jones, 8,613. Iva Hendon, 3,564. All right, let me get back to Barnes for you real quick. Barnes and Elliott, total numbers. Elliott, 5,875. Greg Barnes, 4,312. Robinson Tanner is asking how many people live in Walker County. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head right now, but it's going to be somewhere. We typically range between 64,000 and 67,000 people who live here in the county. Looking to see. Thank you for all the.
Yeah, how many registered voters? I'd be interested in.
I may have that number for you.
That one.
Let me see if I've got that number because it may be listed on here on the front page. Yes, registered voters in Walker County, 49,074. So out of the
49,074.
Yeah, after we got about 65,000 people that live here. 49,000 are registered voters. You know, the other ones are going to be children as well, or people who just aren't registered to vote. So there we go for the night. That's a
heck of a night.
That's it. He took off. I got to ask if I lost Adam.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up, man.
There is a good comment here. It says, can we pray for the minds of the 176 people that voted for someone who wasn't even running anymore? That's a good one.
There's only 176 uninformed voters in Walker County.
Right.
I'm going to chalk that up as a win.
That's a win for WJLX because we've been letting people know more than anybody, you know. Timmons, thanks for joining us tonight. Well, I think we had a really good coverage of the election here tonight.
I've called it success, man. It's not easy. It's tough doing live streams, especially in a dynamic environment like that.
Yeah.
But you did a great job.
Thanks
to Adam, if you see him.
Hopefully I made Brett proud.
Thanks for everybody listening. I know we did.
That's all I wanted to do. And inform Walker County. That's always good too. Well, all right. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in. As I've said it many times tonight, there have been so many people watching tonight, and I couldn't keep up with all the comments and everything, but it means a lot when you say thank you for what we are doing. and thank you for tuning in. Tune in the morning. So I've still got over 400 people watching at this moment. Tune in to Live at 9 in the morning. As I said, we'll have a professional from Bradford Health Services in, and that's going to be a good conversation here in the middle of Mental Health Awareness Month. So that'll be at 9 a.m. on WJLX. For everybody, I want to say thank you to James McCauley for producing back at the station tonight, Timmons for helping out, Adam Aaron for sitting in with me for a long time, Daisy Phillips for starting it off with me as my partner in crime, and she also helped set up all the equipment too. So we're about to tear it down and head to the house, and we'll see you in the morning on WJLX.